Hello, everybody. We are live with session 6 of the Freak Zones. What is the title of this? I keep forgetting.
13 days before the red
13
comes.
days.
Two whole
13
weeks.
Yeah, we got 2 weeks before the Red Sun. We're gonna just jump right into the recap here. Last session, you guys managed to break your way through the barrier holding you back at the canal. You made your way to Willie Dick Phil's sub and powered it on. With a little bit of panic and a little bit of elbow grease, you guys managed to fire the laser and slice the carcass of the cruiser that was blocking the canal. After some moderate celebration, you guys managed to make your way toward Malware, which is the nearest city, which I realized upon watching the VOD, I failed to describe the city. The city is a domed city, entirely covered in metal plating, is not exposed to the sky at all, aside from certain spotlights and skylights that will bring light down into the floors of the city, reflected by mirrors all across its cityscape. As you approached, you guys encountered your first ant bots made by Nexus Intelligence. You guys quickly fell in love with them and their ineptitude to do simple tasks.
So speak for yourself. I mean, I thought they were kind of annoying.
Oh no. Flo specifically fell in love with them. After some discussion, you guys managed to decide what to do, which was shop for weapons. And you ran into Doc, our guest character here. Shortly after you arrived, Doc got hustled out of some weapons. They said they wanted 10,000 credits, which is a lot more money than Doc had on hand. So you devised a way to get more money. At first, you guys were trying to swindle the person who swindled Doc, but failed to track him down. So opted to try and sell the head of the hand that you had killed previously, only to find out that the bounty was expired because they presumed him to be dead. So you spent a little while trying to figure out what to do. With some help from Dave Danger, you managed to come up with a plan to perform some bounties. The bounties you chose were the missing persons cases, all of which were Warforged who went missing on the bottom floor. So you set up an ambush, had Charlie dressed up as a Warforged to very convincing, very convincing display. Enough that
Charlie is a master of disguise.
Enough that a child mistook Charlie for his father. After that, you guys had to run in with some gearheads, saved the child from imminent danger, managed to swindle the law, and managed to get some information out of a captured gearhead. You infiltrated their base, tricked the guards into running out of the base to help a informant of theirs that was not really there, and you managed to get into their uniform room. We're about to put on some uniforms when you encountered Flo's worst nightmare, Hookface Brook, and that is where we left off. So here you are in the very horrific setting of the what they called the uniform room. It is a room filled with carcasses of Warforged, wires hanging down from the ceiling off of meat hooks. And Flo has just given an inspiring speech, so those of you that may not have done this last session, be sure to mark that you have 11 temporary hit points from Flo's inspiring speech. And just as the speech ends, in comes this 15-foot tall, large, robotic creature with, as I described before, hooked-like claws coming out of his ribs, 3-foot-long hooked-like claws, a really elongated hooked nose, and a set of tusks poking out of his mouth filled with rows of shark-like teeth. And he says,
"Hello, I'm your new boss."
Flo then screams at the top of her lungs, "Hooked-faced Brook!" And then goes unconscious. Guy, you instinctively catch her.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Hookface Brook looks very surprised at this reaction. He's like,
"Oh, I wasn't aware I was meeting a superfan today. I apologize."
Hey there, boss. Yeah, these are some new recruits that are a big fan of what we got going on here.
As I've heard, there's whispers in the hallways already about her eagerness to say the word Robies.
Yeah, really, really enthused. I picked up on that as well. We're gonna go get everyone dressed for the part now, and then start doing some of that fun rounding up of people who don't deserve it.
Yeah, we have a meeting in 30 minutes, so make sure you bring the new recruits. I just wanted to meet this very enthusiastic soul for myself, but I should have announced my presence in a more subdued manner. That was my mistake.
I got like most of that. Yeah, she's on the floor, passed out. But there'll be time for meetings later, right, sir?
Yes, just bring them to the meeting, and we should be okay.
What is everyone else doing while Charlie is is conversing with Hookface Brook here?
This whole time, I think Guy has just kind of been glaring at him and like definitely holding back. Like it's really obvious.
I was gonna say, Rell is, I guess, admiring the stature and sharpness, no pun intended, of this guy. He's pretty cool looking.
I'm gonna say that he's like studying each of your reactions. He has no eyes, so but he moves his head as if he does. He looks between each of you. Also, what is Doc's reaction to this?
Doc is extremely neutral, but I think he raises an eyebrow.
Yeah, he looks between each of you and is like studying your reactions. He says,
Well, it's been nice to meet you. We'll go over some briefings at the meeting. I hope to know all of you better very soon.
Looking forward to it.
Can't wait.
Great to meet you.
I am very interested in you.
also, who has a passive perception above 15?
I have exactly 15.
Okay.
I do not.
I have exactly one under that.
Wait,
Yeah.
no, that's perception. I do not.
Doc?
I have a passive investigation of 15, but a passive
Not
perception of
quite.
13.
Yeah, perception is what we're looking for here. Rell, your senses are tuned in to look for any movements in the shadows, specifically animal-like shapes. And you recognize as he starts backing out of the room, you see that there's a dog outside of the door. You catch a very small glimpse of it, and it is definitely a dog, but you can't quite tell any details. You can tell that it is about 4 feet tall on all fours. But that is about as much as you can see. As Hookface Brook retreats out of the room, he's walking very casually. You get the vibe he does not suspect you guys to be traitors at all. He just
Charlie
actually seemed enthused to meet Flo.
Charlie's like back, like straight as an arrow, saluting, like scared to move.
Yeah, Hookface Brook doesn't look back. He just leaves the room. You hear his footsteps like when he steps, it's like this deep like boom, boom, as his very heavy metal frame impacts the ground. His claws dig in to give him grip as he moves forward, and he leaves the room and goes down the hallway with the footsteps retreating.
Charlie doesn't want to go to orientation.
That is a fascinating specimen.
He's dying. You can, carve his innards if you want later.
He's dying.
He's dying. Ooh, he's dying. I'm gonna.
Charlie didn't get that impression.
Is he ill?
I'm gonna lay Flo down on the floor or somewhere, or like on a chair. Just.
There are like tables,
Sleep.
like metal tables filled with like scrap from other Warforged. You could just clear one of those off.
Clear that off and lay her down there.
Okay.
I'll come over to make sure that Flo's okay.
Charlie
Okay,
didn't know that Flo is such a big fan of racism.
Doc, give me a medicine check.
Are you fucking
On a natural 20, you are able to diagnose Flo's like sudden fainting to be a extreme anxiety reaction to a situation that must have triggered a very intense panic attack.
Doc heard that he had killed your parents last session, so that makes a lot of sense to him.
I'm pretty sure everyone in this group knows Flo's not exactly subtle about it. It was him. It was that guy.
Yeah,
Oh!
I got that. Seems like she'll be okay, though.
She's got
Charlie
some
got that too.
Post-traumatic fainting disease, I think it's called.
That's not the name.
Was the guy she bitches about?
It's bitches. Bitches?
That was the one?
Bitches is a word. Yeah, it's him.
I see.
Thought
Fascinating.
he was dead. She didn't think she was dead. I guess she was right. I guess she has some sort of, psychic connection.
He appears to be a cyborg. Perhaps I get a backup.
Can I do a medicine check to see if there was like any organics to Hookface Brook at all?
Absolutely. You definitely spent enough time looking at him.
Charlie doesn't
Oof.
want to see that guy again.
If we see him again and he's... Oh, I want to punch him so bad.
On a 6, his design perplexes you.
Yeah.
You can't. Normally, with a machine that large, you would hear some sort of mechanical whirring, as the servos would have to require a lot of power to move something that big and heavy. But you heard nothing as he moved.
That's creepy.
You couldn't even hear normally cyborgs of that size also have various systems that would be pumping blood or other systems throughout the body, just beeping and giving indicators to the either wearer or organism that everything is working. Again, nothing. So you are very perplexed. I will say, if you want to give me a Arcana check to see if you recognize any components on him,
Sure.
I would recommend that. Oh, on a 20.
Smart guy.
On a 23, you actually
Big
recognize
brain.
his chassis is made of abyssium.
That's
And
very interesting.
on a 23, I'll say you actually know that it's grade 5 abyssium. So
Grade
abyssium, just for exposition here, is a element that is incredibly rare in this galaxy. Normally is mined from the cores of asteroids, but in very small quantities, to the point where a lot of starships will use it as exterior armor, normally grade 1 or 2, so very diluted abyssium, and it's enough to repel blaster fire. You're able to tell from the striations and the coloration of the metal on him. He had very little paint. That was just the natural color of the metal. You're able to tell that this is very high grade 5 abyssium.
Where does that rank against tempered abyssium?
Tempered abyssium is essentially all of the grades because they're all different types of alloys. It's just that each grade is a higher concentration of abyssium. So grade 1 is the most diluted, mixed with other metals like steel or like other incredibly hard metals. But then as you go up in grade 4, grade 5, it's almost entirely abyssium.
Seems like the guy got a big upgrade. His breastplate's tier 5 abyssium. You're not getting straight through that.
Not just his
Yeah.
breastplate, his entire chassis.
I don't know what that means, man.
Charlie's
I do
gonna
not know
nod,
what
even
that
though
means.
Charlie doesn't really understand.
All I know is he doesn't look like how I thought he would, but clearly Flo
don't-
recognized him.
He don't look like he looked before he died. That's for sure.
He looks very cool.
He doesn't look very
Shut
nice.
the fuck up, bro.
That's a word
He
for it.
does.
He doesn't. He looks a little cool, but it's not cool. He's not cool.
I'm not defending his character. I'm just fascinated by heavy weaponry.
Charlie doesn't really like people who kill Charlie's friends' parents.
Yeah. See, Rell, that's the normal reaction you should have.
Well, you're not my friend, so
That's fair.
Charlie had a feeling
Yeah.
someone would say that.
Yeah. You're predictable, Rell.
As you guys are standing here, you actually hear heavy footsteps coming down the hall. Dunk, 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 dunk.
Oh.
And they're approaching.
Shit. But do we suit up? Is that what we're here to do?
Seems like
Charlie's already in costume.
Charlie
wouldn't
is
recommend
already in
I'm
costume.
I'm gonna put on anything. Can I do like a perception check to put on anything?
We're
Absolutely.
in a uniform room.
Yeah, you definitely see things to put on. I would make an Arcana check to see if you can figure out what and how to put it on.
Perfect. I'm bad at that. This will be
I'll
fun.
help with that. I'll give you advantage.
Ooh. Well, I don't know if it's gonna help, but
17.
oh shit.
You are
Bang.
actually able. The table you just cleared off had a gutted, almost entirely gutted Warforged on it. It looked like they were extracting the circuits and the wiring from it to be used somewhere else. So you're able to notice that and just kind of like rip it open and start putting on pieces as these footsteps approach. Is there anything else that other people are trying to do here?
Charlie's just gonna watch over Flo.
Okay.
And like look concerned.
Doc will suit up as well.
Okay.
I'm
Give me
just gonna-
Arcana.
chill as normal.
Okay. So, Doc, give me Arcana. 27. Yeah, you've performed surgeries on these exact Warforged, so you know exactly how their parts come apart, and exactly know what bolts to unscrew to get the most useful parts for making armor out of.
In Doc's experience, a lot of Warforged tend to be very kind with leaving behind spare parts that they don't need anymore to help save lives of future Warforged. So he sees this as something similar to that and doesn't feel too much guilt in using these parts.
Okay. Yeah. As you're putting on these parts, the footsteps continue to approach, and through the door, you see this 4-foot tall figure covered entirely in plated, very decorative armor. He is a dwarf with a braided white beard, a long ponytail that goes down to his back, lower back. His beard comes down almost all the way to his stomach. And yeah, his armor's like this brilliant cobalt blue, covered in dwarven adornments on it. It's like little decorations of hammers and other old Mercurian decorations. He comes in, looks at you. You guys need of uniforms.
Yes.
Captain sent me down here.
These
I need
new
a very large
recruits
size.
are in need of large uniforms.
Large uniforms, I got it.
I mean, I'm wearing.
No,
this.
get your hands off of there. You're tearing it off wrong. You gotta be delicate with these kinds.
But I got an Arcana of 17, sir.
Think I give a shit?
Damn.
I don't
It's
give a
true.
damn.
Charlie saw it.
Think I give a shit? I've been at this longer than you've been alive, boy.
I'm shit, how old am I? He's probably right.
Yeah.
I don't know how old the guy is. Hold on.
Doc, you are able to recognize that he is wearing Mercurian power armor.
Oh.
So he approaches the table. He surveys what parts he's working with. Then he sees Flo. He says, "That one's not a robot."
No, she's just a little beat, and she met the big guy and is a bit of a fan, so bit of a dramatic reaction.
If you could take her off of
His
the table,
presence is very dramatic.
if you could take her off of the table, the battery acid that leaks from these here robots is actually very corrosive to the skin. She may wake up with some irritation if she stays on there much longer.
I mean, I think her skin is pretty good and wouldn't, but I'll take her off anyway, so
Whatever you choose.
I'll pick her up and look for another place to set her down, I guess.
He actually opens up a cabinet and pulls out it looks like a lawn chair, like a white plastic lawn chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, here you go.
That's
Refrigerator.
very convenient. Thank you, sir.
She'll be fine at about 11 p.m.
Sometimes these old knees need the place to sit, and this is where I hide my stash.
Do you have multiple?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Do you guys just not have chairs out there?
No.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Stash of what?
chairs.
Only chairs?
Yeah.
Not oil or anything?
No.
Just chairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
With that, he returns to work, and you're able to see that he's able to. Doc, you actually are pretty impressed with his handiwork here. He very quickly is able to disassemble these Warforged here with a speed that you can only assume comes from experience, and is able to skin one and make a perfectly fitted suit for you, Guy. Add a +1 half plate armor to your inventory.
+1 half plate.
Yep.
Holy moly.
He then turns to you, Rell, and he says, "How tall are you? It's hard to tell from my vantage point."
It's been some time since I last checked, but
Hmm.
let's call it a clean 6'11".
6'11". I'll give you some extra wiggle room. We'll call it 7 feet. And he actually has to cobble parts from 3 different Warforged to make you armor. Go ahead and add also +1 half plate to your inventory. He turns to you, Doc. We don't see a lot of us around these parts.
That's for damn sure. Pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure meeting you. I'm Giovanni Skrunklebeard.
Gearmund Hadovitowitz.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
That's going to be really hard to remember.
Yeah, you heard it before.
Yeah.
We met before on Mercury.
I don't think so. I'm probably double your age, son.
Oh, if you know, let me know.
One of the captains I served under was named Habitowitz. Met a very gruesome end. Head split
That
by
he
the
did.
axe of an orc. Always savvy with weapon. He notices that you are also like very apt at like taking apart these warforged. I assume you wouldn't be needing my help.
I got it. Thanks, though.
He looks around and is like, is that everyone? Or is there anything else I can do for you?
I mean, she didn't get any. Points of flow.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He also whips up a +1 half plate. This one is like he uses fewer parts and like is able to whip it up pretty quick. He puts it on her while she's unconscious. And appears we're running out of parts. We'll have to fetch more later. But this should do for now.
Yep, you've been plenty helpful. I'm gonna whip
Yeah,
these.
thanks, old guy.
I'm gonna whip these
Thank
new
you
recruits into shape.
for your
Thank you again.
Anytime.
Amen.
Yeah, great.
What do we say?
He turns to you, Charlie. He says,
Amen.
he turns to you, Charlie, says, word to the wise. Don't pretend to be something you're not. Then he walks away. You hear his power armor boom, 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 boom. He goes down the hallway.
Oh, that guy was weird.
The floorboards in this place must be really sturdy.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I probably should have killed him.
I don't
That
think that's
would've been
true.
Poor move.
Wait, why?
We're kind of.
Please, okay. We took the job. These people are racist. I don't know if I'm like in the minority in this group. Racism? Not cool. Not a fan of it.
You should tell your
Also,
sister that.
Oh,
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Well, Charlie noticed that Flo seemed really excited to say the R word.
That was a. I don't know either. She's not racist. Like 2 of her friends were robots.
That sounds like something a racist would say, but Charlie will give you the benefit of the doubt.
Listen, main thing is they're being
People
led
can
by
change.
Hookface Brook, and that guy's dying. I don't care about anything else. I'm killing him.
I'm that's everything is.
Repeat that? You roboted.
Bee boo boo bop.
Yeah.
I must admit, I'm quite impressed with how organized everything is.
But are you siding with racism, Rell? Is this the image you want to go?
You know I don't care about the image that you see me as, but no, I am not siding with racism. However,
Finally, we can
it
agree.
is odd that such an informal group is appearing so formal. They even have a mascot.
Hate is a language that everybody speaks.
These are way more organized than they should be, especially considering that Hookface Brook was supposed to be dead. So, I say
That is odd.
we burn everything and just fucking don't worry about it.
Not only did they
You,
think that Hookface Brook was dead, they thought the weird creature monster that we got its head, that was dead too.
Wait, what?
The month that they presumed he was dead. That's why the bounty was cut.
Oh, yeah. And that guy, no, wasn't that Dave? Was that Dave? Danger Dave that we saw earlier? Or did we just hear
Yes.
the name?
It
This is more of a question for God. Did we see
It was. No, it was. God doesn't need
Okay.
to answer. It was him.
It was him.
This city's fucking corrupt with racisms. This would never happen in real life. This is some Twilight Zone shit.
You know, the old name for this city was Detroit.
Oh, no.
Damn. Okay.
How did it get onto the southern hemisphere, dude? They
What
pushed
the-
it somewhere else.
All the plates shifted around.
This is
No,
racist island.
I could have come up with a better racist city. Philadelphia, that's a better one.
Not Philly.
Fuck Detroit. If
Oh,
any of our
sunny
viewers
red.
are from Detroit, you're
Oh,
racist. Sorry. Yeah. So we're not going to this orientation, right? We're gonna fuck around.
It might be good to buy some time. You said that you changed the code to the front door there, Joe?
What?
Guy?
I said Joe. Sorry. You said you changed the code to the front door there, guy?
You refer to my puppet master.
The parasite living inside me.
You seek the hand that is up my ass.
Yeah. Did I change the password? I thought that was someone else.
Oh, it was Charlie. Oh, good.
Yeah,
I'm getting
Charlie.
everything messed up.
Oh,
no.
Charlie just closed the door. Someone else fucked with the password. But we're gonna get in a lot of trouble when those guys get back. Maybe we should cut our losses and just go do the other easier bounty.
The other easier bounty is being run by the racist guy who's here now and is a liar, and I don't like him. I liked his routine. I don't like him anymore.
Yeah, but maybe we could hold that against him for more credits.
In the city that he runs with other hidden racist people underground, he's just gonna kill us. He's gonna try and kill us. We kill them first. Let's find a shit ton of explosives. They live in the sewers. There's no windows down here, and we'll just kill them all.
But then we'll die in explosives.
No, I'm like take half from fire damage. I'll be fine. You guys should probably leave first, though.
But your sister is water person.
I will. Fuck. We gotta get her out first. Shit.
We need to find another exit for after things go bad.
Well, people have been disappearing all over the bottom layer. They have to have exits everywhere. Let's just find one that we can leave as our escape plan, and then we'll blow up all the other ones.
You're doing that thing again where you say my plan as if it's your plan.
No, this is a great plan. If Flo's not here, we would do the Sherlock and Holmes. But this is like, can you be Holmes for a second, Charlie?
Charlie's already pretending to be Gearhead, and Charlie can't be two people at once because it gets really confusing.
Shit. Rell
could be Holmes.
Not make a mockery of such a classic
story. We just made up these names.
Sherlock Holmes. Oh, well.
Yeah, these are completely original. I don't know what you're talking about.
That seems convenient.
Huh.
Listen, you may have beef here, but I have to outside of this racist cave, so I would prefer we not stir up trouble that threatens my life.
Oh, wait, no. This is perfect. We need weapons anyway, right? And Doc needs weapons anyway. Let's just go to wherever they keep all their, weaponry. We'll probably find some bombs there, which we can blow up the place with. And then we can just steal all their shit and leave. Bing, bang, boom. I'm Sherlock and the Holmes.
That is a shockingly rational compromise.
Charlie's gonna pick a door and go through it.
Okay.
Charlie, don't do that.
we gotta start exploring.
Charlie,
come on.
roll me a 1d4.
Charlie, go pet the dog.
Can I put my ear to the door before I open it?
Absolutely. Just pick a door first.
I'm picking a door. 3.
Touch the handle, make sure it's not hot.
3, you put your ears to the door, and you hear a toilet flush.
Not that one.
Does Hookface Brook poop?
I hope not.
God, I hope not.
That one, God only knows.
What about the door number 4?
Door 4, you hear a bunch of chairs and tables scraping, and it sounds like a large clamor and a big gathering that is starting to accumulate.
Let's not do that.
Probably orientation. Let's not do that one.
Where did that old guy go? He looked like he knew his way around the area.
What about door number 2?
On a 2, you hear nothing.
Ooh. Charlie will open the door.
You open the door, and you see, do any of you have dark vision?
Amazing question. I do.
I don't know.
I've got 60 feet of dark vision.
Okay. Who else?
Same here.
Okay. Well,
I don't know. Where do I check that?
Should be in features and traits.
That's right. Okay.
At the bottom, racial traits.
I do not.
Next to senses for me underneath my passive.
Mm-hmm.
All that bullshit.
Oh, senses. Yeah, it looks like mine's blank. So no.
Charlie and Rell, when Charlie opens the door, it's just this dark room. You can't see very far. Guy and Doc, you open the door, and you're able to see 60 feet in. But dark vision gives you like a black and white view of things, and you see just a bunch of tanks with bodies inside of them, floating in liquid. No lights are on.
Oh,
but
fuck. I'm gonna produce flame and walk further in. Everyone else can see.
You produce flame and walk further in, and as you walk 10 feet in, all the like as like this long hall illuminates, and you see a lot of bodies of like various races: elf, dwarf, gnome. You even see a few goblins here and there, all of which are like charred, burned, or like missing limbs, and they're all floating in these tanks with like these gas masks, allowing them to breathe. Each of them with like a heart monitor. Ding, ding. Kind of monitoring their condition.
Charlie still thinks it was time to go do the easier bounty.
The fuck? You really gonna back out now?
You're really gonna keep going?
Look, Charlie, didn't you say you wanted to be like a cool bounty hunter guy? Didn't you think bounty hunters are cool? What do you think bounty hunters do but this? Stop evil shit. This is some evil shit.
That is not what bounty hunters do.
Charlie's kind of disillusioned about the whole bounty hunter thing when the bounty hunter guy became a racist.
Not a real bounty hunter. That bounty hunter was racist. No bounty hunters are racist.
The only bounty hunter Charlie knows is our team and the racist.
Check this out. Do you remember who the guys who killed Hookface Brook? They were awesome and not racist.
And our team might be racist too. I'm not sure anymore.
Our team is not racist. There's no way.
Charlie, but they're scary.
Yeah, correct. That's all. I don't know what's going on either.
Charlie's gonna go back and listen to the first door.
Okay. Also, Doc, you were gonna ask something?
Yeah. Does this look like a purely medical treatment going on? Are these people being sedated or?
Roll me a either medicine or investigation.
Oh, investigation all day.
Smart man. Big intelligence numbers.
On a 14.
Look at the big brains.
I think you only get
doctor.
advantage on rune-based investigation checks, so we're going to take that 14.
Ooh, can I give him advantage?
Okay. Absolutely.
You can take the 19?
Yeah. How are you helping?
Because I'm going to be like running up and like saying things I see like everywhere basically.
Okay. Yeah, so then, we'll take the 19. On a 19, with Guy kind of shouting things that he's seeing on these bodies, you're able to discern that this is partially a medical bay, partially a research center. You see that while it is monitoring the condition of these people, and they're very clearly injured from like previous battles with something or someone. There's also ulterior sensors on their arms and like where their legs are, or for in some cases legs were. They're like little sensors and probes that are like kind of like, they look like barnacles almost, but they're biomechanical, so they're like pulsating with organic parts, but they still have like little red lights attached to them. They appear to be doing something. You can't quite tell with a 19 investigation.
Maybe they're converting people.
Converting to what? Be racist?
Racists.
Yeah.
Charlie, you said you were listening to the first door?
Yes.
That is the door you guys came from, but if you still want to listen through it...
Hey, Charlie knows what's through there. Yeah, Charlie's not going to go back to that.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm hanging out with you two.
Okay.
Or you three.
We're still not in favor of burning, killing all these people. This look at this guy. They cut off his legs.
And he's still alive.
Charlie's happy to kill these people, but Charlie thinks it's going to be really hard as well.
Well, we're already in. Charlie, you've done the hardest part. We just gotta find where they keep all their shit. They've gotta have something like that goes like, you know.
So far, Charlie's only found the toilet.
That's a start.
Rell?
Maybe Guy should do some searching.
Okay.
Rell, on a passive 15, passive perception of 15, you hear voices approaching from the far end of the lab through the door at the far end. They appear to be discussing something and approaching.
They're approaching. Oh.
There were other ways. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, you say your thing.
No. I was sighing out of I don't know what to do.
Fair.
Honestly, I feel like is this room like off limits that we're in?
You were
Or
able
is
to
this
open it
another
pretty
room?
easy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand. If they're coming this way, then I don't need to like peep. So I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna act like I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Like I belong here.
Yeah, the voices approach, and each of you hear it just as the door opens. You see two rather tall figures in white lab coats. One of them appears to be a human with dark skin. He's got not white hair, black hair, with some salt and pepper, like white streaks in it. And next to him is an elf. High elf with a lab coat, blonde hair, very pointy ears. Appears to have like big hoop earrings in each of the ears, exaggerating the size of the ears. And they're discussing. It's like, yes, our plans are moving very, very smoothly. The human says, yes, our concoction will be ready within days. And then they see you, Rell, standing in the middle of their lab. Says, can we help you?
I'm just admiring the work that you have.
Fellow Hemocraft practitioner, are we?
I have dabbled.
Perhaps you can help solve this riddle for us. We are
Very well.
We are in need of samples of blood that are able to conduct magic in a way that many of the creatures on this planet are unable to.
Interesting.
You wouldn't
We need a
have.
sample of this blood.
We've never sampled from a Firbolg before.
What does the extraction process look like?
Well, ever had a vaccine?
No.
We poke you with a needle, extract a bit of blood, and run some tests. It's really just a moment of very slight pain on your part. What is everyone else doing while this is happening?
I was gonna say, sorry, before I interrupted. Was there other ways, like paths off to the side when we were heading to this room, like from the way we came?
Yeah, the tunnels toward this room are very like narrow. They're large enough to fit someone like Hookface Brook through, but they are tunneling through rock. There weren't really other rooms into this down this corridor because the far end of the corridor was the meeting room. This one was one of the offshoots in between the uniform room and the meeting room, and then at the other end was the entrance atrium. There were other rooms through the atrium, but yeah, you would have had to go back from where you came.
Okay. Fuck. In that case, I'm just gonna hang back with the group and be like, okay, we go back to the atrium, or we go through the other room where everybody is right now. Not a fan of that one, so I say we go.
Charlie doesn't like that plan.
What, going back to the atrium?
No, room full of people.
Yeah, let's not do that. So I was gonna go the other way.
Yes.
I was going to go with the scientist.
Good luck, recruit. Rell.
Do we see the sign? Like, are we?
Yeah,
is this
so you're in this room. You're kind of separated from Rell, but yeah, Rell is like conversing with these two rather tall scientists.
Charlie's gonna just start like backing away back towards the atrium.
Okay,
Yeah,
only
me
a
too.
stealth check because they're pretty enraptured by Rell's presence here. 21. Yeah, Charlie, you sneak out. Are you wearing the armor that was given to you?
Armor was not given to
Oh
Charlie.
no,
but
you're
Charlie-
right. You're disguised.
Charlie
yeah.
was already in
You're good.
disguise.
Yeah. You don't actually.
I'm doing stealth, and I have disadvantage.
Yes, you do.
I'll do a second one. I thought it would do it automatically.
On a 14, your armor clinks and clanks, and they kind of look over. Oh, who's this?
I salute.
That's
Believe-
Charlie's move.
The elf looks over. I believe that is a fire genasi. And then the human's like, yes. We haven't had a blood sample from a fire genasi since about, 15 years ago.
Cool. See ya. And I just keep backing further away.
Phobia of needles, that'll do it. It's a shame. So, Fearbolg, what is your name?
I go by Rell.
Wow.
I would gladly help you, however, I have one condition.
Yes.
I will draw my own blood.
As long as you do it in an aseptic manner, that should be fine.
Very well.
They give you a needle and a syringe. Make it quick. We are on a timeline, and we have a feeling that Fearbolg blood may be the thing that we are missing.
I'm just gonna you ever seen someone jab someone with an EpiPen?
Oh.
Brutal.
Just do that.
Yeah, I don't think you need to roll anything. You just jab yourself with this needle. You don't even need to press a button. As soon as it enters your skin, just fills up with blood. And yeah, it's easy as that. You don't even take damage. It's a hypodermic needle.
So,
Do you hand him the syringe?
I'm gonna say, let's go then, and I'm gonna just start walking towards the lab room with the sample.
Hold on.
Is there an issue?
Even though you may be a Hemocraft practitioner, I do not believe that you've been explicitly given the clearance for this. You're allowed in
Or by
this room.
volunteering to assist you? You have given me clearance.
Not to the lab. The elf chimes in. Yes, it is a very exclusive territory for us here. The gearheads are normally not allowed in that room.
Seeing as you are unfamiliar with Fearbolg blood, I think my insight would be most valuable to you.
Roll me a persuasion.
Ooh, I'm a persuasive motherfucker, you already know. Alright. Where is that? Never mind. I'm not persuasive, but let's check it out.
On a 13, they both look at each other, and then one of the elf kind of shrugs, and the human says, "I'm sorry, but I think we're going to have to do this ourselves." He holds out his hand for the syringe.
Can I? How are these strong-looking guys, or are they fucking nerds?
They're fucking nerds.
Oh, it's on. It's so on.
Kill him. Kill him, please kill him. They're probably
Yeah.
racist.
I'm gonna say, because my back was I started walking towards the lab, that my back was turned to them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna I still have my gun tucked in my. I'm just gonna whip it out.
Mm-hmm.
Whip it out like an unsolicited dick pic.
Uh-huh.
I want to shoot both of them. Ideally.
Okay. Go ahead and make one attack against each. Doc and Guy, are you still in the room, or did you sneak out with Charlie? Because actually, no, Guy's gone. Doc, did you sneak out?
I was gone.
No, I was hoping to take a look at the readouts for the people in the tank, see if there's any commonalities between their readings.
We'll get back to Rell in a second. We'll get back to that's an
What do you
inevitability. Whatever Rell just did was an inevitability. So Doc, while this conversation is happening, you are able to undetected kind of look at these readings. Give me a Arcana to see if you understand. Also, do you speak Elvish?
Do I speak Elvish? That's an excellent question. That might be one of the only languages I don't speak. Yeah, I do not.
Okay.
Common, Dwarvish, Giant, Gnomish, Halfling, Undercommon.
So there's a lot of units and technological words that are Elvish in origin that you can't quite understand, but the vast majority of the stuff is being able to be derived from common. You're able to see like blood pressure, blood conductivity, heart rate, blood strength. They're measuring various factors in each of these creatures' blood. But there's like the actual graphs and the units. You can't exactly tell like what exactly it is that they're looking for, if that makes sense.
Okay. Does it seem like any of them have specific like arrhythmia or dissonance?
On a 26, a lot of these creatures appear to be very healthy, injured.
Okay.
Again, we're gonna cut back to Rell in a second because that is an inevitability. Guy and Charlie, when you guys snuck out, you have a little bit of time because that conversation went on for a while. So what exactly are you two doing?
Heading back towards the atrium, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you listen to the door or do you just walk in?
I'll listen to the door.
All right, give me perception this time.
Doors don't talk, Charlie. I don't know what you're doing.
Shit.
Say shit and like keep doing it.
On a 15, you hear pounding, like boom, 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 boom.
Guy,
Yeah.
the people we locked out are back.
Well, they're locked out.
Charlie's gonna like rip open the door.
Why?
So you rip open the door and the atrium is empty.
Yeah, they're not coming into the. They're trying to get into the atrium from the other door, right?
Yep.
I'm picturing.
Yep. So the
So
atrium
we're
is
just hearing
empty.
the knocking.
Yeah, everyone else has kind of vacated the space. That's why the door's going unanswered.
Right.
Boom,
Oh, someone's at the door.
boom, 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 boom.
Don't answer the door.
Oh, okay.
Boom, boom, boom. There is like a little like monitor that you can turn on to see who's outside. That's how they were able to see you guys when you guys approached.
Let's.
Charlie will flip that on. Yeah.
You flip it on and you see 4 very skinny figures wearing very unfitted armor, and they're just kind of knocking on the door. And through the camera, you're able to hear them talking.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna answer the door. Did we? I think we're doing the knock wrong. Yeah. Maybe we should have kept one alive, and then maybe he could have opened the door for us. Yeah, that would have been smart, wouldn't it? Yeah, I didn't think of it though.
This is perfect.
Are they the ant people, or is
Yeah.
it just that they are? It's just not just at the monitor.
So
They can help us.
from what you can tell, it is 4 of the ant security drones from the road that Flo had distracted had made their way into the sewers and killed the gearheads and took their armor.
Oh,
Let's
Jesus.
go.
Charlie's gonna like look at Guy and shrug.
They can help. They're on our team, right? They hate racist people. They don't like robots. Or
Maybe they're not home. Maybe we should go back home.
We should open it.
We had enough excitement for today, I think.
Open it. No.
Report this back, come back with bigger numbers.
You open it.
Charlie, open the door.
You open it.
Okay, I'm gonna open the door.
Charlie's gonna briefly like turn back into normal Charlie attire.
Okay, so Guy, you start opening the door.
Yes. Oh, hello. We are here to kill robots. Yes. Hello.
Yeah. Hey, check this out. And I'm gonna like struggle to take off the armor for like a minute, and then
While you're doing that, Charlie's gonna be like, listen, Charlie's not really in on the whole racism thing."
I'm not either.
And Charlie,
thank God, neither are we.
Okay. There's a scary. Okay, now I know I know Charlie said that Charlie's not in on the racism thing, but there is a scary robot walking around that is very, very scary.
He's not
not because he's a robot, but because he is scary.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So if you're going to infiltrate this group of racist, scary people, be careful.
Yeah, that's why we put on the armor so that they won't recognize us. Pretty good, isn't it?
Charlie is a fan of that kind of plan.
Yeah.
Charlie's gonna transform back into Charlie's disguise.
Whoa! Where'd he go?
Charlie's still here.
Yeah, he's there.
Wow! That's so cool. We should ask our boss to give that to us. Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
No.
I want to turn into someone like that. I hate this armor. I wish I didn't have it on. Yeah, it's kind of
Your boss is probably racist.
What?
Oh yeah.
There's secret. Danger Dave.
Yeah?
He's racist.
He is?
It's true.
He's down here with the rest of these people.
Yeah, because we sent him down here.
What?
Huh?
He's been working to get information on the gearheads.
He's really convincing, all right? But Charlie
He
had no way to
wouldn't
know.
Yeah, bounty hunters are like that. You can never tell what they're thinking. Yeah, I can't ever read his face. Yeah, he makes really funny faces sometimes. Have you seen him look in the mirror when he's not looking? You can look through the window. He does really weird faces in the mirror, does some weird poses. Yeah, I have seen that. Oh man, I thought I was the only one. Yeah, it's really strange. I like it a lot.
He's
Wait,
cool.
so-
I loved all bounty hunters.
Wait, bounty hunters are still cool.
They're still cool.
Hi.
Charlie, I was
They're still
telling you.
Yeah,
there's
if I
always
had
been-
free will,
always been
I
cool.
would become a bounty hunter. Yeah, me too. I don't know. That seems like a very dangerous profession.
Charlie has free will. Charlie has free will.
Oh, you should become a bounty hunter.
Charlie
is.
Call the we're bounty hunters right now. Let's find some explosives.
Yeah.
This is what bounty hunters do.
Charlie's gonna reach out to high five the lead ant.
Hey, are you guys working with Dave Danger? Because you don't seem like gearhead. If you were gearheads, you would have attacked us by now, right?
We're
No, we're not.
definitely not gearheads.
Okay, just
gotta
making
take
sure.
off the armor. I'm
making
like, check it
sure.
out. I'm not a gearhead.
Charlie's doing the ants plan, which is really Charlie's plan because Charlie did it first. But we're all doing the same plan, and that's cool because we're all on Team Bounty Hunter, not Team Racist.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna go look for explosives to blow up this base.
Okay. Do you know where all the gearheads are so we can blow them up and kill them?
There's a big room of them, and
It's like
Charlie's
a
gonna gesture
conference.
towards
You-
where we came from.
Around this time, you gesture over to where that conference room is, and you see someone standing in the door. He's like, perhaps this was a bad time to go to the bathroom. I'm going to turn around and pretend I didn't see anything.
I'm gonna
Okay.
throw myself at them.
Hey,
Is the atrium door open?
Yes.
Fuck.
Also, we're gonna cut back to that in a second. Rell, going back, is around this time, everyone in every room hears 2 gunshots. Bang, bang, echo throughout the corridors. I'm going to let you know that everyone in the base heard that. And you shoot these 2 scientists, and their heads explode. I don't think you even need to roll for. Actually, roll damage. Roll damage just in case you roll like minimum damage. You know, roll damage.
Wow.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Identical.
They're not even unconscious. Their heads just explode. Like you shoot them, and the room goes black and white for a second as they're. As both of their heads just spontaneously explode, and their bodies are left standing there, like not even reacting to their heads being on. They just crumple to the ground.
All right. I want to pat him down for like any key card or some shit because I feel like I got to use that to get in. And am I allowed to use a hidden step outside of battle?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna grab whatever I need and then hidden step, turn invisible.
Right.
All right.
Doc.
Yeah. So, whoop, you're just gone. Doc, you see Rell just whoosh, disappear. Your ears are ringing.
You're on your own.
I also cast invisibility.
You also have invisibility. You can do that. You see two gearheads like rushing. Hey, what was that? Oh my! Okay. Scientists are dead. Yep, those are 2 dead scientists. Oh well, good riddance. And they walk out.
Got him.
Hey
They
guys,
walk
it's
out.
fine. It's just the scientists. Probably some wacky experiment again. They're dead. You hear them open the door to the meeting room. You just hear like a big clamor of people like just partying and drinking in there, and they close the door and you can't hear anything again.
Wow, they do not care. You hear a disembodied voice say.
It's awfully convenient. All right, I'm going to the lab.
I will follow.
Okay. Yeah, you guys go to the lab. It is locked with a key card.
But I have a key card.
Yeah, Yeah.
Do I?
I'll say that you're
Okay.
able to, like, once you, upon realizing this, you're able to go back and find the key cards on the dead bodies. Yeah, you open the door to the lab, and you see a bunch of like severed heads in jars. None of them are Warforged. All of them are like flesh and blood.
Do we recognize any?
Roll me a history check.
Kevin Hart stares back
I
at you.
wish I didn't roll high.
On a 25, you see Richard Nixon's head. Up in the corner. Everyone else is unrecognizable, but Richard Nixon's head is up in the corner.
He's not a Hookface Brook.
Nope. That said, there are no heart monitors on this, and they're not attached to any tubes. These are just embalmed heads.
This
Hello?
is not what I was expecting. Is there anything other than severed heads? Like, are they doing anything to the severed heads?
Yeah, so you can see a bunch of other stuff like scalpels there. There's a few skulls with like open brains to the open air. There's like a few probes kind of like poking into the brains. You see a few like exposed robot parts. It appears that they were trying to wire in a brain into a mechanized chassis there. With varying degrees of success with differing types of models. There's a small robot that looks like a toddler size. There's another that looks like it's decorated with like camo. It looks like it was meant to be like a war machine type of thing. But these, as Doc would be able to recognize, are not Warforged parts. These are literally scrap parts that they had pieced together and machined with various servos, all with parts from Mars.
Is there anything that Doc can take that's just like light and valuable?
Yes. There are a lot of like diodes and a lot of like servos and processing units in the area that you can just swipe. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll like I don't know, investigation.
Do I get advantage because of the eyes of minute seeing?
Yes, you do. All right, yeah. On a
22.
22, you find like we'll say 20 rare and useful parts that are usually from Mars that it is hard to get.
Very nice, very nice.
Also, upon that investigation, you find a document. It has a lot of blacked out ink, but it is titled Project Pinocchio. And then it on the top corner there's a little logo with LI. Like a brand logo, LI, and you recognize it as Less Industries.
Okay. What is the project describe, if that's not redacted too much?
There's a lot of black ink, but from what you can tell, Project Pinocchio is they're researching ways to put like existing full-grown brains into mechanized bodies, all to varying successes. It appears that there's been one success, but they've not been able to replicate it.
I'll show that to Rell. Sounds like we know how he came back.
I must admit this was an underwhelming discovery, but it does explain a good bit about where we are.
Yep.
You also notice that there's a open computer that appears to have like a loading bar, and it says deleting files, like at 80%.
Ooh, do I have like a tech thing that I can do to save what's left? USB.
I don't know if you would have come prepared for this. What do you have in your inventory?
I have an all-purpose tool.
All-purpose
Sonic
tool.
screwdriver.
You can see if you can try and stop the deletion. Go
Sure,
ahead
I'll
and
do
roll
that.
me Arcana. All right, yeah. On a 25, you're able to stop it at about 85% deletion, and you're able to recognize that this deletion protocol was linked to the heart rate of one of the scientists.
Ah, makes sense. Is
You
there
are
anything open currently?
you're able to save the 15%, but what it is like the methods of which to remove the brain without killing the patient, relocate it, and hook it up to a mechanized body. And there is one called I think it was yeah, it's called file profile file Captain Hook.
Captain Hook. Nice. He'll pocket the laptop. Just put it in his pack.
Okay. Add that to your inventory. Oh, actually, one of the files is labeled rune dissection.
Very interesting. I don't think he would take a look at it right now. He just stow it so we can get going.
Okay. So yeah, you have that. There's not much else in this room to take. You can, if you want, you can take like scalpels or something.
Nah.
Okay. We're gonna go back to Guy and Charlie. Guy, roll me athletics to grab this guy.
Sure.
He threw a sword at him.
Oh, he threw the sword.
However, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll me to hit, I guess. Range strength attack.
Range? Do I have a range?
It's just roll with
I
strength.
think I do. I'm gonna roll my forehand. That's a thing.
Yeah.
Ooh, not good.
On a 12, you throw your greatsword and it just embeds itself into the wall. It says, "Yep, gotta go now." And
Man, that thing is ass. No, come back here.
He starts to leave, and all four of the ant robots, their little eyes they've been blue this entire time. They turn red. They drop down onto all 6 limbs, scuttle across the floor, and the dog pile him.
You got it.
He's gonna make a
My
strength
bad.
save. Oh no. So he gets dogpiled by all 4 of these. He goes as you see, like each of them, like a proboscis comes out of their mouths and like juts into his sides and his neck, and you see him like cut the body beneath the gearhead armor starts to shrivel up like a raisin as his screams just like start to get gurgled and weak. And when the ant robots stand up, they're the parts of the ant where it's like their heart, it's their butt, right? It has inflated slightly and is like slightly colored red as there's a husk of a gearhead on the floor here. He looks like a skeleton with skin. And they turn to you and say,
"Yeah, sorry you had to see that. It's not something we usually do. We just do it to
No,
criminals."
I please do it more. Actually.
Really? You like it?
Yeah. I mean, no, but I like killing people who deserve it. So.
Yeah, me too. Us too. Yeah, we like that. Makes us feel good.
You guys are pretty cool.
Thank you. You're really cool too.
Well, you. You.
Charlie's just smiling in the background, awkwardly.
I'm gonna grab my sword and then I guess point them down the direction to like, yeah, so there's a lot more in there. Don't know if you want to go ahead of us. We were gonna try and find some explosives.
Yeah, we'll go ahead. Yeah, I think we can take them, right? Yeah, there's no reason that we can't. I mean, we've killed them all so far.
Yeah, I mean, good luck to you guys, but you know.
Thanks.
You're so brave.
Nah, we're just stupid.
and then they walk off.
Oh.
No, I wouldn't. I feel like Charlie. I don't feel like they're all gonna make it out.
Charlie doesn't want to think about that.
We just.
Let's find explosives fast.
Devastated. We can't. Let's just
We'll come back for them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deception check.
And they didn't believe it. No, it's not a deception check if we both know it's a lie.
No.
I'm trying to lie to myself.
Oh no.
A single
can't
tear
even
just rolls down
convince
Charlie's
yourself.
cheek.
No.
They were too young, you know.
It's around this
I'll get a
time.
few licks in.
Oh man, it's around this time that Doc and Rell exit the lab, and you guys regroup.
We're still invisible, or at least I am.
Is Rell, are you still invisible?
I think I don't know how long mine lasts exactly. It just says until the end of the next turn.
Oh yeah, you're
Or
clear.
starting next turn.
Yeah, you're visible again.
I'm visible. Okay, word.
Yeah, you guys regroup.
I'm here too. I'm just invisible.
Who said that?
Who said that?
So what's
Wait,
y'all's plan?
sorry. Are they with us in the atrium?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just you said regroup. I was like, okay. Well, me and Charlie are gonna go to look somewhere for anything else. I think we don't know that these people are invisible behind us. So.
Well, no, Rell's visible again.
Rell's visible.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Rell? I didn't see you there. I thought you were invisible.
For a moment, I was.
Wait, really?
You could do that?
You could.
Have you
This
not?
isn't-
I believe you've seen it before.
Oh, maybe.
Right,
How am I supposed to see you if you're invisible?
Well, I'm there one. Never mind. What do Are we done yet? Did we leave?
We're looking for the armory right now, and then we can blow this whole shebang. Get out of here. Shit, we need Flo. Fuck.
Why?
You left Flo?
There were scientists. By the way, is everything okay? There were gunshots over there.
Yeah, they're
It
dead.
was fine. Apparently,
Rell,
scientists are not valued here.
Good. I'm gonna go run back and get Flo. You guys go that way.
I'll scout ahead.
Right.
Okay. Doc, give me a perception check, and Guy, give me a perception check.
I'm sure nothing bad will happen to me.
Dirty 20.
30-20.
Dirty 13.
I'll start on Guy. Guy, you return back into the uniform room. Flo is not there anymore. The chair is also gone.
Ooh. Fuck.
Doc, on a perception check, you're able to find some signs that are very crudely painted. It looks like they're painted on driftwood or something, and they're just nailed onto the wall. It's like, this way to the armory.
Nice. I like it. Head towards that way.
Okay. Do you tell everyone else where it is, or?
Yeah, I do. I
Okay.
just kind of like tap on the sign.
Yeah, Guy, you come back and you see this.
Flo's gone? Do you guys happen to see anyone who took Flo while you were back there?
No.
Where'd you leave her last?
In the chair, in the uniform room. This is bad.
It's not terrible.
Ain't good.
Did she maybe leave on her own?
Well, yeah, maybe. The chair was gone too, though. So unless she took the chair with her, I don't think she would care.
Guy, do you trust Flo?
Yeah, but dumb fucking question. Yes.
Then do you believe that she could handle herself?
Not really.
He's kind of got you there.
Listen, I
You're
know
a hypocrite either way.
I know Flo 100%. If someone held a knife to her throat, she wouldn't. She'd be like, "Hey, let's put that down." Like,
I'm not going out of my way to find her. If she can't keep up with herself here, then she won't be able to last her the rest of this voyage. I'm going to the armory.
she'll be fine. She'll be fine. I'm gonna go to the armory too, and then I'm gonna go back there and I'm gonna kill them all.
Charlie's gonna go to the armory with less bloodlust.
Okay, so you guys go to the armory, and it is locked. So it's like these two sliding metal doors that are kind of like automatedly bolted behind a passcode lock.
I suppose my key card has any value here.
Nope.
We're dead.
This is it.
Charlie can't transform into a key code.
Do any of you have thieves' tools?
Yes, and I also have all-purpose tools.
You do have your sonic screwdriver. That's
Tools for all purpose.
I do have a thieves tools as well.
Every what the fuck?
Yeah, it's called an all-purpose tool. It's a artificer item. It's really funny.
I have a
always-
crowbar.
Ooh. All right, so you have many methods to try and open this door.
I'll try first with the all-purpose tool.
All right, you aim your sonic screwdriver. Give me, it wouldn't be sleight of hand because that's thieves tools. Give me. I feel like we're abusing the Arcana check a lot in these recent episodes, but it's the only one that makes sense. Use Arcana here.
Sounds good.
12.
No.
It's a deadlock. It don't work.
Let me try my crowbar technique.
Roll me athletics for this one.
Can I try to help by like heating up the metal of the door?
Yeah.
Because that's
Try.
the only thing I can think to do.
Yeah, try that, and then Rell, roll again. So, guy starts heating up the doors as your crowbar. I'm gonna say that you're heating up the doors, and the crowbar starts to glow red as well.
Oh shit!
And Rell, you can't keep a grip without taking damage. So you let go, and the crowbar clatters to the ground, glowing red hot.
I guess Charlie will try Charlie's disguise or thieves tools.
All right, bust out the thieves tools. Start hacking the passcode. The
Would that be
passcode
Arcana?
panel. That would be. I'll give it sleight of hand because it's like wiring. It's all the same.
Charlie doesn't want to die, so Charlie's gonna roll well. Ish.
You try and rewire this with your thieves tools, and you have like an instruction manual on how to pick these high tech locks from the wizards. They've given their low level thieves like a tutorial handbook, and it's outdated. So you pull the wrong wire, and all of a sudden the screen goes red and goes permanent lock.
Sorry, I was muted. I wanted to add my +5 to that to make that 21.
Ooh, yeah. You're about to pull the wrong wire, and Doc points out that, wait, the handbook is outdated. Pull this wire instead. And you pull the right wire, and then it turns green, says, access granted. Door opens.
Nice.
Damn, that crowbar worked. All right, let's go.
Okay, so
Yeah.
So on the inside, there's a whole bunch of firearms on the walls, a whole lot of like what looks to be like Gatling guns mounted on turrets. There's a few barrels of unknown substances just stacked in the corner. You see a whole lot of different kinds of melee weapons like maces and baseball bats with like nails sticking out of them. And then there's one very small, like 4 foot tall suit of armor. Doc, you recognize it to be Mercurian power armor.
Is it possible to get inside quickly?
You look at it and it's very old. It would take you about 10 minutes to put on.
Probably not worth it.
Okay, this is perfect, right? Rell, pick up a gun. You know how to shoot things. Charlie, now's your time to learn.
Is there any gun here that's like fancy and flashy, but maybe on par with mine? Or are they just, it's a gun.
So in here, there are a lot of automatic rifles, which in general are weaker than your hunting rifle, especially since the trade-off is magazine size. But since you're so well versed in being able to reload your hunting rifle, in peak conditions, you actually are able to outfire these automatic rifles somehow, I guess. But
Damn.
Wild.
because like the time it takes for them to reload their large magazine, you'd be able to catch up to their rate of fire. Just with how proficient that you are in this. Wait, hold on. Is the hunting rifle really the strongest firearm?
Damn. Rell is
Only
a
in the-
professional.
Only in the hands of Rell.
Yeah.
Okay, Rell, roll me a investigation check to see if you can find any cool weapons here.
Charlie's gonna stick with Charlie magic.
Cool. On a 12,
I-
none of these seem to stand out to you.
May I roll investigation to see anything cool and wacky and maybe explosive?
Sure. On an
That's
8,
an 8.
I mean, it's a room full of weapons. You find firearms, you find grenades, you find like a belt full of grenades.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it.
Okay, add 8 grenades.
Nice.
Beautiful.
To your inventory.
I'd like to look for runic weapons, specifically of Moor make.
Okay. Roll me investigation.
Advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you're looking for runes. On a 20, you do find one more weapon. It seems like a lot of these were scavenged from either people that they fought and just took off their bodies. But there's one that appears to be like a heavy cannon from a Moor patrol bot that has been retrofitted to be on like a mounted cannon. You figure that if you find someone strong enough, you can find someone to carry it around.
Okay. I'll just point that out to Rell. Think you might have use of that?
Personally, I don't think there's anything here that I would value. However, I think it would be worthwhile for you all who intend to come with me to grab as much as you can. I will also grab some, but not for my personal use.
I
got a shit ton of grenades. This is going pretty good for me.
That will work. I will grab a gun for Flo.
She won't.
Why not?
Why?
She doesn't like the whole, punch, shoot type of thing.
Actually, Rell.
Women. Yes.
On a 12, I'm gonna say you do find. I'm gonna say that you do find an automatic rifle, that is capable of burst fire. So what burst fire is that in the 10-foot cube area in front of you, everything has to make a dexterity save or they all take the weapons damage.
I'll grab that one. I will grab that one.
Okay. Add rifle automatic.
You will grab that one.
Add rifle automatic to your inventory.
Rifle. You want to say something?
No, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Can I look over in those barrels of something?
Yeah.
See if I know what it is. I've drank weird things in my life.
Okay.
Charlie will do an investigation check just for the hell of it.
Yep. What are you investigating here?
I'm just looking for I'll look for structural issues in the walls.
Okay. Yeah. Both of you roll me investigation here.
Charlie's not an architect.
Yeah. It's made of stone. It's hard to tell what exactly is going on. Yo, this liquid is blue. It looks like fruit juice.
I will drink some.
Roll me a con save.
All right, fair enough. That is a 10.
On a 10, let's see how much this does.
Hey man, those temporary hit points are getting used.
You take 22 acid damage as you drink a really basic substance. It burns as it goes down, and you feel your stomach boiling.
That stuff sucks. Nobody drink it.
How so?
Yeah, it doesn't really taste very good.
You see a blue
Actually
liquid
hurts.
just dripping down his mouth.
Cough up a little bit of blood. It's like, I don't know, something about it. It looked nice.
Would Doc recognize the substance at all?
Roll me investigation.
Okay.
Yeah, on a 15, I'm going to say that this is a alternative fuel source that is used on Earth as like a lot of natural gas and gasoline has like disappeared from the planet, and like the access to a lot of like power cores and energy cells that are used on other planets are becoming scarcer. This is like a type of liquid that is synthesized through various complicated processes. It's very hard to get your hands on this, but it is a fuel source.
Would it have burned when Kai drank it?
That's why his stomach is boiling.
I see. Well, we can use this to start a fire pretty quick.
I mean, I drank it. Am I gonna blow up? What the fuck?
I mean, you ate metal the other day.
You feel a big burp coming on, guy.
Oh fuck! I'm gonna run out of the room.
Poof.
He must have to go to the bathroom.
His tummy hurt.
Tummy hurty. Poof. Yeah, you let out a massive burp in the other room.
Maybe we should take some of that. Yeah, I'm gonna grab some of. I guess there's a barrel and like, kind of. They're all open, aren't they?
They all have caps. You
Okay.
you just managed to pry one open and then take a big sip.
I'll cap it back and then roll it over and start heading back towards the.
Okay. I'm gonna say that these barrels are about like 3.5 feet tall, about like 2 feet wide. So they're pretty big.
Awesome.
Not 2 feet, 1.5. 1.5 feet. So how many barrels are you guys taking, and where are you bringing them to?
I've just got the one, I think, unless anyone wants to take one, and then I'm going. I've grabbed my important things. I'm gonna start moving back to the other room.
Okay. So you're going back to the atrium.
Through the atrium to the back where we were at the uniform. Yeah,
Okay.
that.
Charlie will take a barrel and follow Guy.
Okay.
Same here.
What is everyone's strength?
12.
14.
8.
20.
Charlie, I'm gonna require you to make an athletics.
I understand.
You got it.
Oh my god! You pick one up and you know what?
Charlie's really good at pivoting.
What's
You pick one up and you're like, you know what? I got another one in me. You pick up 2.
Damn.
Charlie's showing you guys up.
Yeah, I feel very outdone and emasculated.
He's the guy at church carrying the 15 chairs after service.
They're not heavy. Charlie can do this forever.
What?
Very impressive.
All right, man.
Charlie's
Get it.
waddling back to the uniform room.
So you have 5 barrels full of explosive liquid. You're staging them in the uniform room. What is your actual plan here? What are you planning on doing here?
Why do you have to ask us that?
I'm curious.
Okay, let's talk this out.
Should probably find Flo before we light this.
I disagree.
I agree with Doc. He's smarter than you. I mean, probably. If we both were to like take a quiz, I feel like he would do it. So they're all there. This is like a prime opportunity. The ant guys also went in though, and I haven't seen them since. So
Did we hear anything?
yeah.
I will say that Doc and Rell, when those guys came to investigate the deaths of the scientists, when they opened the door to the meeting room, you heard this large clamor of like celebration and like merriment. But then when the door closed, all sound just got cut off. So it's a very thick door.
Oh.
You have no idea what's actually going on in there unless you actually go up to the door and listen in.
I'm still invisible.
How long does this last?
So where the
An
fuck is
hour.
Doc?
An hour?
They're a floating
Did
gun.
he just fucking leave?
Floating
I mean,
barrel.
yeah, you can actually even go in if you so wish.
I think I'd just go to the far entrance away from everybody, let everybody know what I'm doing, and then just like crack the door open, see what's
Okay.
going on.
Give me stealth with advantage and then perception. Depending on how well your stealth is, I'll give you advantage on the perception. Yeah, that's advantage on the perception. You
Let's go.
you were stepping so silently, your party mates don't even realize you left or that you were there in the first place.
There was never a Doc.
There's some guy with a big ass just standing in front of the door. Yeah, gearheads. Woo! That's all you can see.
Some guy with a big ass.
Some guy with a big ass, and you're at ass height, so you can't see shit.
Can I? Are his legs spread enough that I can duck
His
under
legs are
him?
thick.
No. He's got thick legs. No.
Gearheads rule the world. Yeah. Woo!
Is there any way around him?
Not unless you open the door.
I'm gonna try to like open the door slightly, just like make it seem like there's a draft or like he bumped it.
Okay. Roll me deception.
Oh, okay. Nice. Okay.
Oh yeah, on an 18, you kind of like open the door slowly, make it seem like it's the wind, and the guy goes, "Whoa, what? Oh, I'm sorry." Moves out of the way, opens the door. Hey, nobody's out here. Weird. Must have been the wind. Closes the door. You're in. It's very loud in here. You see a lot of people like having drinks. They're downing pints. They're all geared up in their gearhead outfits. There's people like standing on top of tables, like cheering. It's like, yeah, let's go. They're all just like having a good time.
Do I see the ants or the carcasses of the ants?
You can re-roll perception if you wish.
Okay.
There's too many people in here. You cannot tell if the ants are even here anymore. So you kind of survey the room. It's a rather large auditorium. Let me measure the map. 135 feet across. There's 2 stairwells that go up to a balcony with even more seating. There's a massive stage with big red curtains. Looks like a theater, like a theater setup, which is weird to have in a secret base. But whoever put this in really likes the dramatics. There's a lot of benches, like in front of the stage. There's a lot of people in here. I'd say there's about 50 gearheads out and about.
That's not a good number.
Yeah, I'd say that's you see no sign of Hookface Brook. You don't see Giovanni Scrunklebeard the dwarf that you had encountered earlier. Yeah, it's just gearheads just waiting for the meeting, and then suddenly the lights start dimming. There's like very dramatic like spotlights kind of like swirling around the crowd, and there's like a projector that says meeting will start in 5 minutes, and people start like climbing off of tables, putting the tables away, starting to go into their seats.
I think I'd probably use that commotion to slip out.
Okay, I'm gonna say that you don't even need to roll for that. You managed to slip back out.
Meet up with the group and tell them what I saw. I don't think that if we start a fire out here, it'll get inside too quickly.
Yeah, I say we get in, seal the entrances or exits, except for this one, I guess, and then find Flo and throw a bunch of explosive shit in there.
There's a lot of folk in there. They're gonna know. They're gonna
That's
stop
a lot of
us.
steps too.
Well, that's like 3, maybe 4 steps.
We
It's
can
been
cut
a long
those steps
day.
out.
I mean, okay, we can blend in for a little bit and then see the right time to bring stuff in.
Charlie
We're
thinks
gonna-
the right time is before the big scary robot comes back.
Yeah, we gotta move quickly if that's the case. 5 minutes.
All right, do you want to just bring the fucking
I'm
barrels in
actually
there?
gonna post a picture of the room that you were just in, just to
Ooh.
help. Because I think that was smart to actually do reconnaissance. Let me. While you guys are going over this, I'm gonna use this opportunity to call bathroom break.
Okay.
That sounds good. I'll be back.
I can also talk about this out of character, but that's less funny.
Talk about
This situation.
Oh.
And what we should do.
Rell is not looking for Flo. If you go look for Flo, Rell is just splitting up.
I mean, that's fair. I'm definitely gonna look for Flo, but I'm also gonna bring in a bunch of fucking explosives.
Everything
What do
else about what you said is fine. Like,
Okay, awesome.
you can blow shit out. I don't care.
What's the chances that Hookface Brook comes out on stage carrying Flo?
That'd be funny. That'd be so
Like
sick.
70%. This is pretty high. Like,
Yeah. Nobody's gonna die this session.
Are you
Nobody
sure
at
about
all.
that? Are you absolutely certain about that?
Call it 70%.
So yeah, what is y'all's plan? What are y'all doing?
are we just throwing barrels in there?
I
Or
do
are we...
have the means to launch barrels if that need be,
That sounds amazing.
but I can only make one turret.
Turret?
Turret, yeah.
Turret 4 barrels?
Yeah, I can launch the turret, the barrels with my turret.
We're doing that.
Okay.
We're doing that one.
Sounds
couldn't,
good.
Couldn't Rell just shoot it?
Well, it's
True.
getting the barrels in there.
Wow.
It's pretty packed.
Yeah. What if we just threw them really hard? I mean, Charlie's pretty strong. I don't know if you saw, but Charlie moved 2 barrels.
Let's just take the barrels and are we when we open that door, are we fucking that up? We fucking shit up?
Oh, sorry. Redcon. I can't actually launch barrels because it only works if the target is a creature.
Ah, must have a
Force
pulse.
ballista. Yeah. That sucks. That would have been fun.
Okay. So we're gonna open the door, throw all our barrels. Rell's gonna shoot him. I can throw fire at a couple maybe, and then bada bing, bada boom. Sound good?
What is the bada bing, bada boom?
I will remind you
Yeah,
that
Charlie's confused about that part of the plan.
Bada bing.
No, bada boom.
Oh, the bada boom.
Specifically, the bada boom.
Oh,
Won't we die if the boom go boom?
We'll just close the door.
I will remind you that no one suspects you yet, and you are in disguise as gearheads right now.
This is information I will do nothing with.
We could just bring it in as like punch for the meeting. Like,
Yeah,
That is
You're really funny.
Good idea. That's really good. Wait.
I love it.
Okay. Plans.
Do I have actually? Yes, I have magical
Rell-
tinkering. I can make like a little sign on each of the barrel that just says like punch, grog, ale.
Oh
We
God.
bring in the punch. We bring in
Guys.
the punch. And
Guys.
then as we leave, just before the door closes, I shoot the punch.
Doc, you did realize that people had stopped celebrating when the lights went off. They were all getting ready for the meeting.
Can we get a time check, perception-wise? Like,
Uh,
we can see the board.
Are you inside that room?
I mean, we're peeking through the doorway, I assume.
Oh, yeah. I'll just say that you can see it, that it's about a minute left, so you have to make a decision.
Charlie's plan. Rell likes it. Who would have thought?
Send it.
Must be good. Let's do it.
And it,
Yeah, Charlie's better at this than I am.
Charlie's gonna start rolling one of the barrels in.
Sorry,
Make
what was-
way! Gearhead punch here.
Doc will,
Free drinks after the meeting.
Doc would have added the signs to them using magical tinkering.
Okay.
I'll roll one in as
Bringing
well.
them in.
Give me a
We're rolling.
performance check.
How? I don't know how good I am at this.
Boy, I sure do love punch, especially the non-toxic kind.
This shit tastes like ass, but you guys love it. Like,
Yeah, okay.
Oh no!
Bruh.
Oh my
Can I-
God. As much
Jesus.
Guy,
the only one
you are a
committed.
natural at this. You are a con artist, and and you have experience trying to swindle people into drinking something that they're not supposed to. You know what you're doing. Everyone else kind of drags down your performance to the point where, like there are a few people in the back who you grab the attention with Guy initially, and then everyone was like, "Yeah, punch," and they're like, "Oh, we're full." They turn back around.
it's so good though. Call this
We
shit
don't
the
have
Ben
to-
and Jerry.
Maybe later. Look, we got to pay attention to the meeting. Hookface Brook
Well,
will have our
yeah,
asses if we don't pay attention here. He says very
Of
important.
course.
Yeah,
Here
so
when you
after
want.
anyway.
Here, feel later.
Well, we roll. I guess we can roll it to places where a lot of people are congregated.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you guys to pull up roll 20 at this point.
Well,
Let's go.
It's not over yet. It's
Just
not
because
over
it's
yet.
just because it's easier.
Jover. It's so Jover.
I've been waiting for this.
Come Oh, What
And
is
also,
this?
Guy, I will say that because you're so good at spotting where Flo is, you do notice Flo is passed out and seated in the middle of the stands
the
there.
stage.
Oh,
No,
that's really
in the
bad.
stairs, because she was dressed as a gearhead, and they just assumed she had passed out in the other room drunk, and they're like, nah, she's got to come to the meeting. And so they
she's-
pulled her in and seated her in the middle there.
That's oddly nice of them. Still racist.
Still racist.
Sorry.
Nah,
Yeah, they're
you
dying.
can't miss the meeting, dude. We've been
That's
planning
so
this
many
for
gearheads.
weeks.
That's so many gearheads. I'm gonna roll my barrel to like the right side of Flo's row.
Okay, so
Charlie's gonna go to
place
the other
place your
side of the room.
tokens where you're gonna place your barrels. Keep in mind you do have one extra barrel, so you'll have to mark where that goes.
true,
Well,
yeah.
Charlie's big, strong guy, so Charlie's
Yeah, you choose where to put that. Then.
Charlie's gonna put one here.
just put
Gotcha.
one
Okay.
Highway to the danger zone.
Here comes the boom.
I'm about to make some boom boom in this theater. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I'll pretend like I do the Charlie way.
Okay, so these pink spots are where you've placed the barrels. Is that right?
Yo.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, as you are placing these barrels, the lights dim completely, and the spotlights kind of focus in on the stage here, and out comes the man himself. Out steps Hookface Brook. He's again really tall, and on this stage he looks even more massive. This stage is a couple of feet above where you guys are standing. Where is everyone else? Why is it just Giovanni? Giovanni steps out onto the stage first. He's like, "Oh, was I not supposed to step out yet? I apologize." And when he steps out, everyone starts cheering. He steps off the stage. People stop cheering. And then Hookface Brook makes his grand entrance. And off to the side, you see a black metal hound step out onto the stage. He is about 4 feet tall on all fours, approximately probably 7 feet long. He's got a really long wire tail that is just kind of like swirling behind him. On the other side, Giovanni stands at attention as Hookface Brook makes his entrance. Are you guys doing anything at this point, or?
I'm heading to the back.
Oh,
Charlie's Charlie's also gonna try and position himself between the two barrels so he can potentially light the left one on fire before he leaves because he has Sacred Flame.
You know who
I'm going into grab flow.
You know who I forgot?
Who'd you forget?
Cool.
15 HP.
Yo!
No!
I forgot these guys. He had 4 of them.
Oh,
They're-
no!
Are they alive? Are they?
This guy's just held
We're
up.
gonna see the death of them.
Oh well.
Oh no!
Oh, I can message them. I have message.
Oh, you can.
I can message at least the one on my side.
All right, yeah. So as you're placing these barrels,
We'll save one of them.
like it seems that they've gone undetected from the other gearheads. They're wearing
Unbelievable.
gearhead armor, but they're very obviously thin, like stick-like droids. But
I
the
can
other
message all
gearheads,
of them. Message is 120 feet.
yeah, you can. Just takes a little bit of time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. But yeah, they've gone completely undetected. And they're sitting among the crowd, I guess, waiting for some sort of signal here.
Maybe this wasn't that hard of a job.
Yeah, we got it.
So you're gonna message them?
Yes.
All right. What would you like to say to them?
Do not be alarmed. It is I, Charlie. It is Charlie. Charlie. I say in my most calming voice possible. Do not respond to me. Stop. Explosives in the room. Stop.
Right as you say, don't respond. This one here, because he rolled the natural 1 on his wisdom save. He goes,
Oh, hey, Charlie.
really loudly. A few of the gearheads like turn over. It's like, what the? No, that's Hookface Brook. What are you? You okay?
Please stop saying Charlie's name. Stop. No, none of you are commenting on the fact that I'm doing it like a damn.
No, that makes sense
telegraph.
to me. It makes sense to me.
We are going to explode the room very shortly. Stop. When you see fire, run out immediately.
Oh,
Stop. End of transmission.
okay.
I can't respond. I can't get. It's a one-way communication. I don't know what they're saying.
He's saying it aloud. That same one
Oh,
at the back room
God
is like
damn you.
responding, and other gearheads are just kind of like, "What the fuck? Stop talking! Look, Hookface Brook is on the stage. Shut up!" Yeah, they all get the message. You see, the other 3 are kind of looking around, trying to spot you here, but they can't quite pinpoint you here. Up on the stage, Hookface Brook waits for the applause to die down, and he says,
Good evening, gearheads. It is wonderful to be back among my people. But I won't waste your time with pleasantries. As many of you know, I was very recently deceased. Killed by ravenous, war-hungry child soldiers and psychopathic robies sent at the behest of more industries.
when he said robies, you hear just a massive boo from the crowd around you. What are you guys doing while he's talking here?
I'm getting flow. I'm going for it.
Give me a
I'm backing up.
stealth check first.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, on a 20, you're able to squeeze your way through there, and you're able to grab Flo. Flo is still unconscious somehow.
Okay. I'm just gonna attempt to make it like she drank way too much. She got way too. I'm taking her out back. I'll be right back, and like to the people next to me. And just,
They're not responding. They're too busy like craning their heads to look at Hookface Brook. They're all like amazed at his presence. Flo is 10 feet away. You grab her. It takes you double movement, so you're barely able to get back to where you were.
Okay.
Holding her for now.
But I'm just back to where I am. But I do have Flo.
Yes.
Awesome.
So I'm gonna say that she is with you here, unconscious. Okay. What is everyone else doing?
I'm just gonna back up if I can. Am I allowed to move?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna back up to the back. I'm just gonna try and get as far away as possible. What's my movement? 30.
Yes, 30.
Charlie is going to, as stealthily as humanly possible, light the bottom of the farthest barrel on fire.
Okay.
Using Sacred Flame, a cantrip.
That causes a lot of light. Do you happen to have Subtle Spell?
Boy, do I not! But hold on, I can work with that. I'm going to first cast Color Spray, and I'm going to make it try and appear like concert lights, illuminating Hookface Brook, and also like flashing all around.
Okay.
As if that they like sprung for the budget of better lighting for this workplace orientation.
I'm gonna say that's all you can do for this turn. But
that's
like
fine.
when you do that, you hear like around you, oh wow, where did this budget come from? Is it our new partner? Is it our new partner organization? What is that?
Cool. In the confusion, I will next light the barrel on fire when it's my turn.
Okay.
Stream can't see roll 20.
Oh shoot, you're right. You are correct. Thank you. There it is.
I will say this. So Color Spray springs from my hands.
Mm-hmm.
Can I target it at like the overhead lights to try and give a disco ball effect?
So to get to the overhead, what's the range on Color Spray?
Color Spray's range, that's a good question. Boy. 15 feet.
I'm going to say 15 feet is not high enough to reach the overhead lights. You would need to get onto the balcony behind you if you really wanted to do that. Otherwise, you'd be able to barely make some of the the nearest stage light change color. But if you want to get multiple, you would have to get onto an upper balcony there.
That's tough. Thought I had another. I have hallucinatory terrain, but that's expensive.
Yes, that is a big spell.
I'm just gonna hold off for now.
Okay. So you're not doing the Color Spray gambit yet.
No. Well, I can't do it from where I'm at.
You can do one stage light, and it would be enough to like divert attention away. But if you want to get everyone's attention away, because it would only get a localized gearhead population to look up. But
it's also not going to be that helpful because as soon as I cut the spell is when I'm going to then light the thing on fire. So I'm kind of rethinking this plan.
Okay.
How about this? I will use on-off the cantrip to like make the lights like flicker on and off.
Okay.
And I'll do my best to try and make it seem concerty. You can make me do a performance check if you'd like.
Yeah, I'd say that requires a.
The range for that is in 60 feet, so that's I should be able to hit more of the lights from that.
Yeah, so give me a performance check here.
They call me the technician.
Ooh, what is
14 is not good enough for that line, but I'll take it.
On a 14, you see the lights flicker. You hear some of the gears go, ooh, what is this? You hear Hookface Brook kind of pause, like very briefly, and you see his head like scan the audience before he starts talking again. All right, is that all you do?
Yes.
Okay. Rell has backed up. Doc, did you say what you were doing?
I'm just getting ready to go. I could Sacred Flame, sorry, not Sacred Flame, Scorching Ray 3 of the barrel, so I'm keeping that on deck. I think I'll probably just move closer to Rell so that I'm not caught in my own explosion.
Okay. That said, you don't know the range of the explosion for these barrels yet.
Yeah.
Okay. So, are you able to move? Yeah, you are. Okay, cool. Hookface Brook continues talking.
I spent 2 years in hell, an eternity of torture and endless retrospection, and I quickly came to realize that life on Earth wasn't that different. I asked myself, why was that? Was it the Robies stealing our well-deserved resources? Was it the Earth itself despising our very existence upon its skin?
Upon that, you hear like a mixture of responses from the gearheads. You see that some of the androids are even responding. You can't tell what they're saying, but they're waving their arms and they're getting into it. They're kind of getting lost in their role play here. And Hookface Brook continues.
No, I realized that we, my friends, were mistaken. The cause of our suffering isn't the Robies. It isn't this dying planet.
You hear all the gearheads like start to be confused. Even the ant droids are like, "What? Huh? What is he talking about?" Now, I'll let you guys take another turn here.
Okay. I am going to like dash basically. I don't know if I can with what I'm under, but use everything in my movement to get back to where Rell and Doc are.
Okay, so that's 30 feet of movement.
Okay, to get back to where they are.
Yeah. Well, no. You can only move 30, so you'd be going 15 up and then 15 left.
15 there. So go. That's not how you grab it. Hold on. There, and then 15 there.
That's as far as you can get with flow in your hands.
I'm right next to this one. And I guess I'm just gonna ready like produce flame to just slap the shit. No, actually I'm gonna ready a grenade in my free hand.
I'm gonna say it took your action to dash. And as your free action you can pull out the grenade, but you can't prime it.
That's just I'll just pull it out and have it ready.
Awesome. So you have flow over one arm, you have a grenade pulled off of the belt in another. Okay. Doc?
I was thinking about moving that barrel, but I really want to make sure that the entrance is covered once we start backing up so that they can't easily escape. I think I'm just holding right now.
Okay.
Don't lock me in this damn room.
I want to make sure that the door is easily openable.
Okay. So I'll say that the door is further back. So the door is all the way over here.
Oh, okay. I completely misread the map. Okay. Would it be possible for me to like sneak behind this curtain?
Absolutely. Give me a stealth check. If you're wearing your half plate, I believe that's disadvantage.
What if I'm still invisible?
Neutral. There's no way you're still invisible.
It's been an hour.
No way. That's crazy. Why is it an hour?
That's busted.
All right. Yeah. Sure. Neutral.
I don't have disadvantage. It says.
Really?
Really wish I could go invisible.
Yeah, because my armor's medium. It's not heavy.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's still advantage.
Wait. Are you wearing the half plate that you made with the gearhead armor?
I made my own.
Yeah. Fine. All right. Yeah. That's fine.
14.
Okay. On a 14, yeah, you're able to like get behind the curtains. You are wearing metal, and you are attracting a little bit of like glares from the nearby gearheads, but they're like, he must be going to the bathroom or something. Yeah, you managed to escape major detection here. All right, Rell.
The player was like, oh, I could grab flow, or no, that'd be stupid. But Rell would never do that. So. I mean, what does a man do but back up?
Okay.
Ooh, I can get some distance. With this. Ooh.
Okay. Charlie.
Okay, so the only way I can explode the barrel near me is to light it on fire, based on my tool set.
Yeah.
Sacred Flame has to light a creature on fire.
You can't target a thing?
Now, as far as I can tell.
Dang.
Well, that's fine. Because, you got to make extraordinary actions sometimes. So I'm going to attempt to cast from, like, stealth, like a surprise attack on the gearhead sitting behind the ant
Okay.
with Sacred Flame.
Roll me stealth to approach because you will have to pass. Oh no, actually, no. You're using Sacred Flame.
Yeah, 60 feet.
So what is the end goal here?
The end goal is for them to panic, and the only place they can run is towards the barrel.
And
At
you
which point I'm
did
hoping
you
that
did
they
trick
trip
them
on
into
it.
thinking it was punch.
Yes.
Cool.
So, and I've warned the ants that when they see fire, to leave.
Okay.
So, I'm lighting it on fire.
Now.
Yes.
Okay. What does it have to roll?
It's a deck save.
Okay, let me pull up their stats. 'Cause these small guys have different stats.
Hopefully worse stats.
How about that? Let's find out. They have a +2 to Dex.
That's bad. Okay.
20 plus 2. I don't think your DC is less than a 7. So this gearhead is so enraptured in Hookface Brook's speech here that he gets engulfed in flames and doesn't immediately move. And he starts, "Hey, do you smell something? Hey, you smell something? Oh my god!" He doesn't move quite yet. He's a bit slow. Yeah, you see other gearheads start like patting him down to see if they can put it out, but it is not actual flame, I believe.
That's a good. I don't think.
What kind
so.
of
I think
damage
it's
does he
luminary.
take? Is it fire damage?
I believe it's radiant.
Would
I'm not-
radiant?
It is radiant. It is
would,
radiant.
Would radiant ignite something?
I mean, it's called Sacred Flame.
It's called flame.
It's flame.
Would it not ignite his clothes?
Does it say that it ignites what they're wearing, or?
It never says that.
Damn.
Come on.
I know Fireball specifies that things that aren't tied down catch fire, but
Flame-like radiance descends on a
Flame-like
creature.
radiance.
Listen, that that you can see within your range.
yeah,
What are we
sure.
doing here?
Yeah, so yeah, you see other gearheads try and pat him down, and and it's not going out because it's not flame, and you see a bunch of other people like turn to them and go, "Shh, shut up, stop that, stop, shush." And he's just like covering his mouth, trying not to scream, but he really wants to watch Hookface Brook's speech. So let's roll him con to see if he can tough it out. How much damage does he take actually?
That's a good question. He takes 2d8.
He's so
He has 8 health.
enraptured and devoted to the cause that he dies on the spot.
Wow.
7 health.
Well,
Literally
Charlie's-
sent him to heaven.
Charlie's not gonna like bother to watch if the plan's working. Charlie is sprinting away, like out the
Nobody
door.
that devoted to anything.
I'm gonna say that he died sitting up, and he's just a burning body just sitting there. And people are like, "Thank God he shut up, finally."
It's like the Rage Against the Machine cover.
He had 7 health, and you rolled an 8, dude.
It looks like he's self-emulsified.
God, the
As far as
android.
I'm concerned,
The android in front of him is going to stand up and mutter something about having to go to the bathroom. It is going to start making his way out.
can I get some kind of luck to see if the bench catches on fire?
Roll me a d20. 10 or higher.
Will do.
Sure. 10 or higher, and it starts to spread a little bit.
I'm also using my full movement speed to move to the entrance.
Awesome.
10 or you said D20?
Yes. 10 or higher, it starts to spread.
I think I had a pretty good plan. I'm not gonna lie.
You did.
1.
Nah.
No.
It's just a flaming body just staying there.
Whatever.
He really wanted to listen to the speech.
One of the other barrels will kill them.
So
But
this,
did it at least warn the ants?
yeah,
Successfully?
this one android is starting to move. The others don't quite see it. They're actually paying attention to the speech. How much movement did this?
They can
ant
die.
use?
You know, you gotta be focused when you're gonna enter the bounty hunter life.
Yeah, I told you they're not smart.
They literally were not built for this.
Reference image.
Yeah, he's just on fire.
He's
Okay.
paying attention.
Is that everyone's turn for now? Hookface Brook is going to continue.
No, I realize, my friends, that we are mistaken. The cause of our suffering isn't the Lobies. It isn't this dying planet. It's the rich, the corporations, the ones who look down on us and laugh at our struggles. The bitches at more industries, the pitiful excuse for Earth government. They are to blame. And we have the opportunity to take them down. Grand Foreseer, Father Fungus, has divined the future and laid a path for us to take back our world from the clutches who would see us dead. In 10 days, a blood comet will paint the sky red and render the roadies and war industries defenseless. And that is our chance to strike. But we cannot do it alone, our friends. We have allied ourselves with less industries. And Dr. Julian II has brought us wonders through this alliance. He has already proven less industry's usefulness by providing us the secrets to Nexus Intelligence Technologies.
He gestures to his chest, and a glowing, red core on his chest pulsates red veins all across his suit.
With this, we will be unstoppable. More industries will fall.
All the gearheads start cheering. It seems that his speech is reaching its climax. If you're gonna detonate them, that would be the direct time to do it.
Okay.
But of course, you are still near the barrels.
If this is our action, can I move any more away before I blow this shit up?
Okay, you can move half of your movement, which is 15 feet.
I'm gonna take all of that.
Okay.
You can move further and I can detonate.
No, because I have a funny thing.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna shout out, "Yeah, I wasn't listening, bitch," and then throw the grenade.
Okay. So that is your action to throw the grenade. What is the radius on the grenade?
Oh.
Each creature within 20 feet of the frag grenade must make a DC 15 dexterity save, or take 5d6 piercing damage. None of them were prepared. I'm just gonna say they're gonna take this damage. So where are you throwing it?
What the fuck? Why are these things so good?
It's a frag grenade.
Jesus Christ!
It's a frag grenade.
Sorry, Charlie.
Where are you throwing it? Where are you throwing it?
I'm gonna throw it in the. So getting.
You're throwing it in the barrel.
There's a timer on that, right?
No, let's throw it.
Let's find out.
Let's throw it here so that it can reach this barrel and this barrel and this barrel.
You're gonna kill the ants.
Yeah, you are.
Do I give a shit? No.
Do it. Yeah.
As an action, a creature can throw a grenade. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There is no timer. It's just instantaneous. Very cool.
Yeah.
Wish Call of Duty had that shit.
Now listen, while it's in the air, can I make an attempt to dash?
Yeah, I mean we're not in an initiative order.
We're not in initiative.
Not yet. Yeah, you guys can move.
So I want to do anything before I
I'm running as fast as I'm sprinting by you and giving you a high five on the way out. So
Can I gauge
good
where
luck.
the grenade's gonna land? Well, it's midair.
Yes.
I hope the one ant makes it out.
Actually,
Bullets.
I'll say you're smart enough to figure it out. You don't need a roll.
Okay. In that case, I'd cast Scorching Ray to hit the 3 barrels furthest from the grenade.
Point to them on the map, please.
Well, it just depends where the grenade's landing.
Grenade-
You said
go
in the middle? Okay.
for right in the middle of these ones. So
In
yeah.
that case, it would be this one, and this one.
You don't have a clear shot on the one on the other side of the crowd. It's blocked
one?
by the other gearheads. Yeah, you do not have a clear shot.
I don't really want to kill this android.
I mean, listen.
I'll
He's all
downgrade that
response.
from Scorching Ray to a shot with Do Harm.
Okay.
Would I know if that would detonate it?
You kind of damage is it?
Thunder.
That's sound. That's not lightning.
Okay,
It would
I'll use
splash the
Hippocratic.
liquid everywhere. I'll tell you that much.
How about if I use the Radiant Hippocratic Caliber?
Yeah, if it does radiant damage, sure. Because the Sacred Flame would have detonated it if the creature had moved.
I'll take that because I was being cheeky with radiant damage, so maybe that's just on me. Charlie learned a lesson this fight.
Don't target the small guy; he will die.
Oh. Actually, combo.
It was an
move.
8. What can I do?
Yeah.
This might be pushing things, but if I can hot swap weapons.
Okay.
With Do No Harm, I can use the bonus action Thunder Rune to detonate a Thunder Sphere on the barrel and then snipe it in the air with Hippocratic Caliber to light it.
What is
Do
the
No
thunder?
Harm
What is thunder?
has a bonus action that has a 10-foot sphere of turbulent wind and thunder centered on a point, which does 3d6 thunder damage. And then after it spreads the liquid everywhere, I can light it with the Hippocratic Caliber regular shot for radiant damage.
How many hands does Do No Harm require to use?
It's a pistol. Technically, it's a blunderbuss, but it's a pistol.
Then yeah,
So
I'd say you can dual wield.
Let's
And
go.
since you're not actually firing the weapon and you're using it as a bonus action, I'd say that's legal. Okay. So, which one goes off first? So, Guy, you say, yeah, I wasn't listening anyway. You throw the grenade, you hear ding, 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 and you see the other gearheads go like, what the fuck was that? And as that happens, Doc, you pull out your 2 pistols, John Wick style, like out of your coat, and you just like bang, bang. I guess. What was it? You were firing at this one here,
The middle one.
the middle one, and then Thunder Rune was what?
Thunder Rune, 10-foot sphere of storm and thunder damage in that radius. Let's see, 1 second. Turbulent wind and thunder centered on that point. DC 14 Constitution saving throw and 3d6 thunder damage to everything in 10-foot sphere. And I'm assuming that would blow the.
And where are
liquid
you throwing?
everywhere.
Where are you using that at?
On the barrel to blow it.
So
the
both
liquid
shots are at this?
Yes.
Okay.
One
So
to spread it, one to light it.
shoot, explodes, covers everything within a 10-foot radius of it here. So everything here. And then you detonate it with the Thunder Rune. At the same time, the grenade goes off. I'm just going to say, let's see. Guy, roll me the damage for the grenade. Doc, roll me the damage for the Thunder Rune real quick.
We're gonna save them, right? We're gonna save the ants.
Maybe.
I'm still
My
trying.
deception check on myself was really low earlier, so that's 15 for the
Grenade instantly kills all the little guys, grievously wounding all the big guys in the area.
Whale.
There we go. DC 14 Constitution save.
They're not saving. They were not prepared. You just roll damage, so that is 13. You two, so you center it there. Your explosion detonates thunder damage, instantly killing all the little guys there. And the barrels, we're gonna roll for range here. They have a 30-foot radius.
Oof.
That's not good. That is not good for us. That's really bad.
I'm free. You get those temporary hit points though.
I lost him drinking acid earlier.
It's Rell, no way!
It hit me. What the fuck?
All right.
No, that's bullshit.
It's exactly 30 feet.
Fireball.
Looks like everything's coming up Charlie.
Fireball 5e.
Maybe I should have thrown Flo the other way.
Okay, so Doc, Flo, and Guy. Ain't no way you get hit by this too. Flo
And Flo.
Flo and Guy, you get hit by 3 of these. Doc, you get
Christ.
hit by 2. Rell, you get hit by 1. So, whatever this roll is, multiply it by the amount of times of the barrels you just detonated.
Multiply by. Alright, awesome.
Did it save?
29.
Ooh.
That's a lot of
Dex
damage.
save of 15.
Alright, I'm assuming Flo is failing this one.
Automatic failure, unconscious, yes.
Yeah.
So that's
15
29.
exactly.
What's 29 times 2? That is
Didn't need that. Did not need that.
that is 68.
58.
Okay. So Doc saves, Guy fails, Rell fails, Flo auto fails. So, Guy, you take 29 times 3. Flo takes
I'm
29
unconscious.
times 3. Doc, you take half.
Wait. I'm
take
half
just
from fire
29.
damage.
Yes, you do. And Rell, you take 29 damage. As everything in this area fucking dies.
But wait, Wag, you forgot that when I ran by Guy earlier and high-fived him,
Mm-hmm.
I cast Death Ward on him.
Do you have that spell?
I do.
I'll give it to you.
I mean, I'm still up. I'm resistant to fire damage.
I'll
I
give
took
it to
43.
you.
Oh, you're still up? Never mind. I don't care.
Oh, he's
What
fine?
is alive?
He's fine.
I
Hey,
take
no
half
way!
of Alright,
So 29 times 3 divided by 2, you're still up?
Yeah, it was 87 divided by 2, so it was 43. And
Wow. If everyone can update their health, I think Flo is just...
I think it's just out.
Yeah, not dead, thank God.
Yeah.
That did not insta-kill her, I think. Right?
It's...
You said it was how much damage?
It was 87. So, wait,
damage.
43, no. Right, because it doesn't have to be, like, double past.
It's double your health.
Is it just double your health?
Yeah. Oh, she had
Okay, well,
temporary hit points. Oh, thank the Lord. Okay, she's fine. Yeah.
From her own song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Inspiring Leader does that, yeah.
So Flo's unconscious, but she was already unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's coming up, Charlie.
I was hoping it would roll a 2, because that was the most convenient range for you guys. But yeah, 3. Imagine if it rolled 4. It was 40-foot range. But yeah, these barrels explode. They are more volatile than you could have imagined. This fuel source erupts, detonating the other barrels in the room. The body parts from these gearheads go flying. Heads over there, hands and feet going in opposite directions. It did not matter that they were wearing the armor and the skin of other Warforged. It did not protect them from the shockwave of these explosions. Your vision is like widened out for a second. Your ears are ringing. You are blind and deaf temporarily, but through muffled ears, you can hear the crash of structural parts falling down. You feel the ground shaking beneath your feet, and you can, as your vision returns, you just see fire everywhere. Charlie, you managed to avoid the damage, but you see your friends briefly get engulfed in flames. Flo is burned very badly. Doc and Guy managed to just suffer really severe burns, but they're still up. And Rell also got caught by it by a little bit. Charlie, from your vantage point and not having been burned, you aren't distracted. You see Hookface Brook still on the stage. He has not moved, and he was not caught in the explosion, it seems.
Damn it.
And he's just staring at you. His head tilts slightly. He doesn't say anything. He's just watching you.
Why does he keep mad dogging me? Charlie didn't do anything wrong. Charlie didn't insult him. Guy said all the mean words. Charlie's a good
when I say
boy.
he's looking at all of you.
Okay, that's a little bit better. Charlie doesn't want to be like the only one under his gaze.
Why is there all this hate?
He's looking at all of you.
Charlie's catching strays this session. Charlie's gonna shoot ice at him, and it's probably gonna melt before it gets to him.
Go ahead. What's the range on that?
The range on that is... Oh, it's only 60 feet. Damn, I thought it was 100.
Can you reach? Can you reach from there?
Probably not, but it's meant to be funny anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get about halfway before it melts.
Yeah, it just melts away, evaporated by the intense heat. The air between you and Hookface Brook is just vibrating with heat as the air just gets baked by these intense flames. There even more support beams crash from the ceiling. You see the lights that were once illuminating the screen, or not the screen, the stage, crash to the floor. Their bulbs popping in various colors, sending glass in every which way. And Hookface Brook still doesn't move. The lights are no longer on him, and he's just looking at you guys.
Charlie tested it. There's no way he can follow us. We should run.
Probably get his ass.
Are we in initiative yet?
We should definitely
Not
run.
yet.
Okay.
All right, we should.
I'm gonna cast Enlarge on Guy.
I'm gonna. Oh, hey! Speak of, I'm gonna grab Flo and start going the other direction.
Once again, as you're dragging Flo, your movement is still halved.
I cast Enlarge on him.
But what if I'm big?
You are big.
What
no
if I am
halved.
large?
No longer halved.
Whoa! Thank you, Doc.
You are welcome.
Can you fit through the door? You can fit through the door. If Hookface Brook can fit through the door, you can fit through the door.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna try another spell.
Okay.
I'm gonna. You know, it has a 90-foot. I'm 80 feet away from Hookface Brook, right?
Mm-hmm.
As far as I can tell.
Yeah.
You know what? You know it has a 90-foot range.
Mm-hmm.
Confusion.
You're just gonna
Okay.
Where?
Well, it's more severe than that. All right. So,
Okay.
what happens to him depends on my roll.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to go ahead and roll a d10. It's a wisdom saving throw of 17, actually. So
Wisdom saving throw of 17.
Surely he's not wise.
25.
That's all. He's wise as shit. Holy hell. All right, well, there goes a 4th level spell.
He's so wise. What the fuck?
You cast confusion. What does it look like?
I think it's meant to be more like a psychological spell, so I don't know if it has really much of a visual component to it.
Okay, so you kind of like reach your will into his mind, and you feel like it start to penetrate. But as you're kind of like trying to sow confusion into his mind, you kind of hear Giovan's voice in your mind. Don't pretend to be something you're not, boy.
Now, Giovan actually might be caught in the spell as well, depending on where I casted it from.
All right, let's see what he rolls.
Well, let me double check that real quick. So it's a 10-foot radius from where it lands, which is weird to think of with a psychological spell, but it is. It says it's a 10-foot radius, so I'm going with it.
Okay, so if you center it in between them.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. And yeah, that's 85.
Natural
the
1.
max range.
Natural 1.
All
So
right,
Giovan is confused.
Okay.
But you still hear his voice in your brain, and then you kind of divert your attention to Giovan.
Taking the hit for his boss.
He's you fuck him up. He was not expecting that. So how do you clap back from his protection statement for Hookface Brook here? How do you clap back?
So what was it he said to Charlie?
Stop pretending to be something you're not, boy.
Charlie never pretends that Charlie is not Charlie, because Charlie is Charlie. And with that incredibly confusing statement...
What?
He just goes, oh.
Oh. Alright, so what is this?
Oh, it's the most lame effect.
What is it?
The creature doesn't move or take actions this turn. Is all it does.
He's just like,
He's stricken dumb. That's
you
really lame.
You just hear it in your mind. What?
If I'd gotten a 1, the creature uses all of its movement to move in a random direction.
Yeah, that one's the funniest one.
So that could have been like jumps into the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I got a 6.
So yeah,
I also could have had to attack him, which would have been
Giovan
great.
actually he sits down.
Charlie knows who Charlie is. And Charlie knows that Charlie can cast confusion to confuse people who aren't Charlie, and they cannot understand Charlie, because Charlie is impossible to comprehend to anyone other than Charlie.
Is Charlie saying this out loud? Because this might have adverse effects on Guy.
No, this is like a mental battle.
Giovan has stopped responding, just going, duh. What?
Duh.
Oh. So, Guy, you're able to pull Flo out of there. Doc, you witness this carnage and death that you have wrought upon the gearheads here. As you step away, one of the heads of the ant droid just kind of rolls up to you, Flo and Guy.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Guys, I can't see.
That's cute.
Well, I'm glad Flo didn't see that. It's sad that I saw that. Let's go, Doc. Come on.
Doc's already running.
Charlie in the back of the room drops the gearhead disguise and gives a salute to the ant. The bounty hunter salute.
Oh man, you guys, yeah. So you guys are able to escape. Who's the last one out?
Not Charlie.
I guess Doc, since he would be the slowest, wouldn't he?
Well, probably gregarious guy carrying
Probably
his sister.
the last, not gonna lie.
No, I mean, you can move full speed carrying something one size smaller than you.
It's fair.
But I'm slowest and I'm farthest away.
Yeah, Doc, you have 25 feet of movement, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're a little slower than the rest. As you leave, Doc, over the sound of the roaring of the flames, you hear Hookface Brook call out,
How's your son doing, Doc? You might want to check up on him.
you look back, and Hookface Brook is gone.
Because someone's so big.
Doc
has a son?
is enraged, very obviously, and he is no longer taking up the end of the party. He is running as fast as he can out.
Okay. Who has the highest passive perception again?
Mine is 15.
15 does not.
I think I tie with someone else.
You don't notice this. All right. So you guys are running down the hall. You guys are running down the tunnel. And you guys, it's a long run. You guys had trekked a while to get to this secret hideout. It is probably a mile out underground, south of the city. So you're running. Unless you guys had searched for an alternative way out, or would you guys have just gone back the way you came?
Not unless
you know we didn't do that.
Yeah, we did.
All right.
Yeah.
I thought it was worth tabling. It was worth tabling. All right. So you guys are running back the way you came. You don't notice any pursuers. You guys are running down this tunnel. Flo is badly burned and bleeding. Completely unconscious this time. And you're running. Guy, you're barely fitting through this tunnel, but you're booking it. Doc, you would manage to run and run and run. And as you get close to the city, this is like a mile-long tunnel. You are very far south. As you get closer to the city, as you pass by manholes above you, you hear sounds of chaos above you. You hear screams. You hear metallic crunching. You hear blaster fire. You hear some of the ant droids.
Get to safety, get out of there. We'll cover your retreat. Go, 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 go.
And you hear a bunch of blaster fire. You get back to the manhole that is near Doc's store. Who's the first one to clear up?
I would
Definitely not
guess
me.
Doc.
Guy, you are large. You cannot fit through the manhole until Doc lets you be small again.
Doc, please.
Also, Doc, on the way back, do you end up healing Flo? Because otherwise,
Yes.
Flo would need to start making death saves.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna have to roll wisdom save. 12. I say that he does.
Okay.
What do you cast?
Cure wounds.
Go ahead and roll. I guess Guy runs up, please, and you heal and then run. All right,
No,
Flo
that's-
is back up with 12 hit points. I'm going to say that being knocked unconscious by an explosion knocked you out of your panic feint. I'll say, Doc, you're the first one up onto the surface, and all you can see are flames. The upper floors are engulfed in a glow that you've not seen before, especially in this city where it is enclosed from the sun. The amount of heat and light in the area is far more than you are used to for this city. The smell of smoke permeates the air and stings your nose. You look panicked at your establishment. The windows are smashed in, the doors are removed. You run in, all of your equipment is smashed to bits and or looted. The door to the back of the store is knocked open.
I dash through. Look for Xavier.
I'm gonna need you to make a dex save as you run through fire here.
9.
You're gonna take 4 damage.
I don't think he feels it.
Okay, so you take 4 fire damage. You run through flames to check on your son. You enter the room, and the bed is empty. The life support machines are still there, but he is unplugged and no longer present. You don't know where he is, but the room is on fire.
Did it look like he left any note, or if he disconnected himself and ran?
Give me a perception check with disadvantage. There's a lot of fire here. You're panicked.
13.
No, you don't know where he went.
I checked the back door.
The back door to the store is also removed. It seems like whoever came by did a very thorough job.
I think you would just yell out, Xavier!
The sounds of your shouting get lost in the sounds of other people's screams and shouts in desperation, looking for lost loved ones. As you're wandering through the area behind your store, your foot kind of catches something. You look down, and it's the body of the child Warforged you guys had saved earlier that day, but his head is missing.
Timmy. Does it look like it was being dragged in a direction? Is there an oil stain?
There is no oil stain. It appears to have been just senseless violence.
He keeps running. He looks all around. Every door, every nook, every cranny.
They say you can't find your son. Everyone else, you return to the city. Everything is on fire. People are running in the streets, panicked. There are gearheads left, right, center, above, back, everywhere. They're just torching the city, killing people at random, both Warforged and those that are not Warforged.
Gonna
So,
panic and think
Are we
about
not
the
going to
boat.
get paid?
We need to
boat.
get out of here. Yeah, we're going to the boat.
But what about the bounty hunter pact? What about... Okay.
Who the fuck are you?
Charlie's following Guy and Rell to the
The bounty
boat.
hunters are awesome, and they're still awesome, but we're gonna leave because this isn't awesome anymore. Also, they're probably dead.
Doctor, do you want to come with us?
Doc looks up at you. There's flames all around him. There's tears in his eyes, but they're evaporating quickly. He just looks completely devastated. He doesn't look to be in a right mind at all.
I don't have time for an answer. Follow us if you want.
He'll be fine. He was strong. He's got those guns. I need to get Flo to safety.
Charlie's gonna run up to Doc and tap him on the shoulder and cast mage armor on him.
Okay.
Just maybe
Armor
protect
class
him a little
goes
bit
down.
from the chaos around him.
It's not going to go down, but I'm going to say that you feel a protective sense of moonlight around you. In this world of flame and destruction, Charlie has bestowed upon you a feeling of comfort. It's not much in the state that you're in, but it's enough to kind of bring you back to your senses.
Yeah.
If you change your mind, we'll be on the boat. And Charlie's gonna run back to follow the group.
I think Doc would stand up, kind of wipe his face, feeling that bit of comfort. He kind of just says out loud, nobody's really listening, but he says, I always thought there wasn't such thing as a life that wasn't worth saving, but there might just be such a thing as a life worth taking. Runes spiral down from his forehead, down his arm, in a complex matrix lattice work of runes, complicated and unknowable. It goes down his arm as he takes his weapon, the Hippocratic caliber, and he runs. He doesn't know where he's running. He just runs.
Do Guy and Rell see this?
I think you guys are gone.
I don't think Rell
this is
would.
out of your view.
Rell's out. Yeah.
I'm more focused on Flo, if I'm being honest.
Well, Charlie just thinks to himself, Charlie didn't do that, and keeps running.
Okay. I'm going to say that the mics retreat to their boat. You see that a lot of people have migrated to the docks. The ant robots are doing their best to hold off the advances of the gearheads. All 4 of their arms, every single unit, is in weapon firing mode. They're firing wildly into the city, kind of gunning down any gearheads that dare show their face toward the docks. You hear them shout,
Come on, get to safety! We'll cover you! Come on! Blast them, boys! Take them down!
They're covering your retreat. Any gearheads that are attempting to pursue you are getting absolutely demolished by this wave of laser fire. You guys make it to the docks. You see hundreds of thousands of civilians trying to cram onto various vessels. You guys make it to your vessel, and there's a crowd in front of it begging to be let on. Flo, you are conscious at this point here. Flo awakens in a massive coughing fit. But yeah, you guys are able to shove through this crowd and climb onto your boat. With Flo not exactly in an operable position as captain, do you guys decide to let these refugees on, or are you guys getting out of there?
I'm gonna say fuck them.
Honestly, yeah.
Okay, that's 2.
I would be like,
Charlie?
Rell's out of there.
We are bad people.
Damn.
What?
Flo is halfway through a sentence.
It's awful. Charlie, what is your vote? Actually, Charlie, give me a wisdom save.
I can do that. Why?
Now she wakes useless as ever.
Hey, she just got blasted by a bunch of fucking fire.
On a 20, this doesn't put you into a stupor, but as you're looking down at these refugees, these people who were just displaced by an attack that had nothing to do with them, your mind flashes back to your family.
Charlie does not like the vibes in Malware. Charlie's gonna cower behind the boat rim and just kind of curl up.
Okay.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Can I see anything?
So, Flo,
first of all,
Flo, I'm going to recap the last thing that you saw. The last thing you saw was the face of Hookface Brook, and you went unconscious. Everything went black. From then on out, you have brief flashes of drinking, of partying, of various people all wearing gearhead gear, all around you cheering and partying and kind of jostling you about. Suddenly you see your brother's face, and he says, "We got to get out of here." Briefly after that, there's an explosion. Unconsciousness again. You awaken in your brother's arms, flames all around you. You're covered in burns that you didn't even know you could have. And you're rushing for the boat. Screams everywhere. Machine gun fire erupting all around you. The ants are screaming commands to get people out of there. You're on your boat. You're still dazed and confused.
can I really perceive the situation if like there's people trying to get on the boat at all, or is that not really like? Am I a little too disoriented?
Depends on
to
how
piece that
Guy is
together?
carrying you. Guy, when you get onto the boat, do you set Flo down, or are you still like trying to hold her up?
I was gonna set Flo down because I am the only other person who kind of knows how to run this ship, so I'm gonna try and get it started.
I'm gonna say, Flo, everything is still dizzy and your vision is still like going in and out, but you hear the screams and pleas from the refugees like on the dock, and you see Guy rushing to get the boat out of there. You see Rell helping out to get the boat out of there. You see Charlie cowering behind the banister. Whatever's going on is rough.
Is Charlie like close enough to hear me?
Charlie's not really taking in any information right now. Charlie's trying to keep everything out.
I think she is gonna like do her best to kind of like croak out something like, we have to save them. Is anyone listening? Yeah. We gotta get him out of here.
Okay. Open the door. Rell, open the fucking door.
Hookface Brook's gonna eat all their dads.
Maybe. Just lay there. Everything will be fine.
In the distance, you hear a booming set of footsteps. Doof, doof, doof. And you hear a laugh echo above the flames.
The time of the gearheads is now.
As through the flames, you see the silhouette of Hookface Brook rise from the ground, tearing through the floor from the sewers. You see an eruption of fire come from the androids, all of them focusing fire, but it appears to be doing nothing. All of them are landing, but his advance is not slowing. Dun, dun. He's taking slow, deliberate steps. His eyeless face is looking back and forth, scanning the crowd. You see, a lot of the other ships are backing out of the dock and leaving. Whether they're full or not, they are running for their lives, abandoning hundreds of thousands of refugees on the docks. Your vessel is small. You can only take so many if you decide to, but it will take a while to get them on board and get out of the dock. What is your choice here?
Charlie is you're really quiet, Rell. Charlie is going
right now.
You can. He's approaching. He's about 200 feet out, but he's taking his sweet time. He is savoring every moment. But you see by the way that he's stanced, at any moment he can pounce forward and probably close the distance.
May I join the scene?
Yes.
Whoa.
What?
Before I say anything, yeah.
From behind Hookface Brook, you see Doc, his clothes burning at the edges, his old red hair, now literally red as it is, burning away. And the runes continue to spiral down. He wouldn't have known it, but that armor that Hookface Brook is wearing is something that Doc has been trying to defeat for some time. He raises his arm, the runes that are spiraling across his skin, unfinished, but every place where there is dissonance is injected the rune from his forehead, amplifying that dissonance. This is not a gun. This is a prototype mining laser intended to tear through Abyssium itself. It is not finished. It is not humane to use this on anything living, but I don't think he cares. I think he thinks of this as a medical implement. He's performing surgery. He aims this weapon at Hookface Brook and fires.
Okay. I'm going to say that all along this weapon, you see a variation of runes. Rell, even from this distance, your keen eye for runes can notice that these are not any intelligible language that you can understand. But you, in your knowledge of runes, are studying it as it glows. You make it out a few words: destruction, eradication, fission, fusion. All along the barrel of this weapon, it charges up and fires. He's going to make a dex save. What is the DC for this?
17.
17.
Better fail this shit.
Roll a 20.
Fuck.
He can't be stopped.
You fire this laser, and even though he's not facing towards you, You see him slightly tilt his torso enough that the laser fires and just barely fits between his arm and his torso, just missing, and he turns around.
Was that toy supposed to help?
He's gonna make 2 attacks against you, Doc.
See you, Doc.
19.
Shield.
Let's go.
So
Let's fucking go.
You see his 3-foot-long hooked claws extend out and slash at you. You, at the last minute, managed to activate a device to create a barrier. And Hookface broke. His shark-like teeth curl into a grin.
You're only delaying the inevitable.
I don't care.
Can make another attack against you. 28 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Roll me a strength save as you take 19 damage as his foot comes down and crushes you.
Natural 1.
You are knocked prone underneath his foot. At this point, from the view of the ship, Hookface Brook has turned away and has engaged Doc, crushing him underfoot. He is no longer in view of you. He has bought you time. What do you do with it?
I want to stand up.
Okay. You've regained consciousness. It's just that you were disoriented because you didn't know where or when you are, but this action has kind of snapped you back into reality.
Charlie is tugging at the hem of your pants, like, stay down. And if you happen to glance at Charlie has shapeshifted into, like, a small child and is cowering.
I imagine I have, like, one eye closed, like, just, like, wincing and grimacing, and, like, that whole time I'm just, like, slowly trying to, like, stagger to my feet. Just like, Charlie, is that you?
Don't go.
Charlie, we gotta let people on the boat. We gotta let them on. Charlie, we gotta open the fucking boat.
Charlie's, like, eyes closed, like, one hand over his head, does not want to process what's going on, and is just tugging at the hem of your pants, like, just, like, stay down.
While this is happening, Guy and Rell, what are you guys doing? Are you obeying what Flo is saying, or are you getting the boat out of here?
I want to do something that I wanted to do back during Brook's speech. I want to take a crack shot at him with my rifle.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Take your shot. On a 14, you have him in your sights. You line up your iron sights and you fire. And right before the bullet hits, again, without even looking at you, he, like, tilts his head and the bullet whizzes past it.
Rell's gonna blow some air out of his nose in a little bit of a impressive frustration, and then get back to getting the boat out of here.
Okay, so Rell's preparing the boat to get out. Guy, what are you doing?
Captain Flo said to let the people on. This is the first thing I've heard from her all session. I'm doing it.
Okay. Guy's opening the gates.
Yeah, like ushering people in.
As soon as you open the gates, I need you to make a strength save.
22.
22. You barely managed to avoid being knocked over by the stampede of people. Dozens of people are pushing past each other to climb onto your boat. There's a few people that trip and fall and are getting crushed underfoot. You see an old lady with a walker at the front of the crowd gets bowled over and is getting trampled by everyone else. You see there are big guys pushing past women and children to get onto your boat, and they all just pile on. You are now at full capacity. No more people can be put on.
I'm gonna just try to gauge it the best I can, and then I realize I'm gonna have to force this close at some point.
Give me
Shut the
athletics.
door. Okay, that's 26.
On 26, you manage to close the gate to the boat. You see so many people looking at you. Please, one more. And you see one father holding up his daughter. Please, just take her. And you see other people trying to climb onto the side of your boat. If you have any more people climb onto this boat, you are at risk of capsizing.
Can I grab that guy's daughter that he was getting out? I'm gonna grab the one.
Yep.
You
take her, but then you see half a dozen other people clambering onto the side of your boat, some of them kind of banging at the windows to try and break it open so they can climb in. If you do not leave, they will tear your boat apart in the desperate attempt to get on board.
I'm gonna... Fuck. That sucks. That really sucks.
I'm gonna shoot somebody.
You're gonna shoot someone? Alright, roll a hit.
Someone.
Wait, no, do I see Rell going for his gun?
You're not gonna be in time to stop him.
Yeah. Rell's already up deck. I'm going there to
I'm
try
gonna
and get
try.
people to.
Can I like?
What's your passive
Can I
perception?
Mr. President it?
What's your passive
My
perception?
passive perception is 15.
I'm gonna say you barely managed to catch him pointing the barrel over the side.
I'm gonna be like, Rell, I got this.
I'm not like retracting my rifle, but I will hold my fire for a moment.
And a 14 will hit.
What will you do?
I want to turn to the masses of people.
Oh, good lord. Okay, what are you doing, Flo?
Have I turned to the masses?
Yes, you have.
Okay.
Really sabotage this moment. Sorry.
Alright, step 2. I want to call out in my loudest possible voice. Everyone! Enough!
First of all, performance check to see if anyone can even hear you.
Okay.
Your cries get drowned out by the sound of this crowd.
Alright, step 3. I have a new plan if they don't listen to me, which is I'm going to get onto my knees and I'm going to pray to Gaia. And I just want to get on my knees and say, Mother, I know that I've never really tried to talk to you directly before, but something like this needs to stop. You have to be there. I know that you're there. Something has to happen right now. I need you to just help. Anything you can do.
Give me a religion check.
Okay.
On an 11, Flo, you call out to Gaia, someone you've not really prayed to in the past, as you've always like had to rely on yourself and Guy, and you hear nothing but the screams and cries and desperation all around you. You get no response.
All right. I'm just like look back at Rell and Guy, and I'm like, fuck it.
At this point, the guy has succeeded in breaking the window and he's now torso in, and you fire. Roll your damage. 19 damage. Yeah, this guy's torso into the window, and you blast him. His legs fall into the water. His torso sloshes into Flo's bedroom. There, you see other people like kind of jump back, and a few of them draw weapons on you, Rell, and are going to make attacks against you in the boat.
I'm starting the engine and like moving right now. By the way, that's what Guy's doing.
I do
5 shots.
I do have 2 attacks.
Yeah, we're
I'm going to say use your first against Hookface Brook. It has not been a full round yet. So these 5 attacks whiff. They do not hit you, but they are damaging the banister. They are blowing out chunks of wood. It's not damaging the integrity of the boat, but if they become wise that they're not going to get out of here alive, they may just decide to scorched earth and sink your ship.
How are they attacking?
They pulled out firearms. These appear to be like rifles that Doc may have distributed among the populace for self-defense, and they are using it now in self-defense.
Could I use my newfound automatic widespread rifle?
Absolutely.
Oh no.
Hold on, you might not need to do that yet.
All these people are packed in.
Jesus Christ.
Automatic rifle, it's a dex save in a 10-foot square. That 10-foot square is going to hit with so many people packed in, 20 people.
Doesn't matter that much. Charlie is going to rise, and from the perspective of the people trying to climb on board, it looks like just like one of the kid refugees, but he's going to hold out both hands, and he's like completely weeping.
Please don't cast confusion again.
I'm thinking about it.
Please don't cast confusion. That's going to be chaos. They're already panicked. They're going to auto-fail.
Charlie's boat! I'm casting confusion.
Okay. They all auto-fail. You see,
I'll roll for the effect.
I'm not gonna roll. It's like 6 of them start running in random directions. Another 6 of them start bashing in the brains of the person next to them.
Hey, that's the one I got. I got the melee attack
one.
Yep. The majority of them start bashing in the brains of those next to them. You see an old, like, elderly man pull out brass knuckles and bash in the head of a 10-year-old. You see a 10-year-old pull out a shank and just start stabbing someone in the ass. It's horrible.
Charlie's hands are like shaking as he stands like in this child form on like the side of the boat, and he just starts screaming.
You see the people on the boat next to you start screaming as well, and they're like, "Get us out of here! They're crazy! Go!" I'm gonna cut back to Doc. Doc, you were prone on the ground underneath his feet, and he made those 3 attacks against you.
Did you roll them with advantage?
Oh, they did have advantage, didn't they?
Uh-oh.
One would hit from those, and okay, so 2 hit.
We'll take the 29, the 19, and the 26.
Yeah, 2 of them hit.
Yeah, so he digs his claws in and stomps on you again, doing... I'm just going to roll them all at once. Doing another 49 damage. I need you to make a con save against his claws as they jam right into your rib cage there, and you feel it. It has punctured your lung. But give me a con save here, DC 18.
I will not be doing that. I am downed. But I would like to ask that in the turns between, did I get one more shot off?
I'd say you get it now.
Can we retroactively make that because of the mage armor?
Sure. I like
Sure.
that.
Holding together your armor as it like splits to pieces.
It just holds off the attack for just a split extra second for him to pull the trigger one more time.
As his claws sink deep into him, before you jam the ray into his ribcage, he leans down. His teeth are inches from your face. You feel the breath coming from his mouth, and it smells like death. It smells like horrible decay. And he says,
Don't worry, Doc. We'll be joining your son soon.
You got kids, Brook?
Not anymore.
Good. I'd hate to make more orphans. I fire.
awesome. You fire directly into his ribcage, and you see this explosion of color erupt from his chest cavity, like bleeding through the metal that is supposed to make him invincible. You see pieces just scatter off to his right there, and he cries out in pain. He staggers back, releasing his claws from your ribcage, but since they are hooked, when he pulls them out, it pulls out half of your ribcage with it.
Nice try.
Half of his torso is blown off, but he is still functioning. From the distance, those of you at the docks, you see an explosion happen. You see Doc's guts kind of like fly off, and you see Hookface Brook kind of staggering back. Half of his chassis is blown out. You see some of the mechanisms inside him are glowing and pulsing red, and he turns to the ship's blood like pouring out of his jaw.
I'll repair that damage soon enough.
He's coming for you. Doc, in your final moments, where does your mind wander?
It goes to yesterday. I'd like to do a bit of a flashback.
Mm-hmm.
Doc is currently closing the door after checking out with Xavier. And after he closes the door, he just kind of rubs his forehead, scratches his beard, and sighs. And he turns around and goes back in. Sits on the bed next to Xavier. You know, I get a lot of folk that come through here. They're all looking for they're looking for help. Something's broken, something's missing. And I try to help them. I try and fix what's broken. Sometimes I can. I try and find what's missing, and sometimes I do. But sometimes I can't. Sometimes what's broken can't be fixed. Sometimes what's missing can't be found. What comes next is also part of my job, I feel. I try and help them figure out what the next steps are, how to live with themselves now that they're different. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to fix you, Xavier. You know I'm trying my damnedest. That's what this whole business with business is. I hope that I can. I hope that you find what you're looking for as well. And I know you'll try your damnedest. You always have. But in the event that neither of us get what we want, you'll still be Xavier. You'll still be my son. I don't know about you, but personally, that's damn well good enough for me. He looks up at Xavier, but the memory burns away because that never happened. He's too much a coward.
In your final moments, that is what you recall. Eyes never shut. Fire burns around you. Screams permeate the atmosphere as your boat begins to leave the dock. Hundreds of people clamoring, attempting to climb on. They're being left behind. As an unstoppable force approaches the dock, opens his mouth, and out comes a cloud of black gas. You guys manage to maneuver your ship away, outrunning this cloud. The last thing you see of this crowd is as this cloud flows over them, they all collapse. Grasping at their eyes, holding at their throats, blood spewing from every orifice. And the last thing you guys hear before you leave the ruins of Malware behind, heading southward, continuing on your journey, or maybe just running for your life. And that's where we'll end the session. Thank you guys for playing.
Oh, great. Mal's back.
Yeah.
All right, I got the mic. I'm ready. All right, let's go.
All right, let's run it.
Good.
Let's run it back.
Let's
run it back.
Thanks for
Any
listening,
scenes?
everybody.
Any scenes you need me to
Flow wakes up.
revoice? I got
No,
you.
Flo wakes up. This entire session was a dream. We're back to Hookface
Oh,
Brook.
yeah.
Doc's doing great. No
Oh,
problem.
you thought I was Hookface Brook? I'm actually Hookface Snook, a different guy. And I
I'm
like
Snoke. I will die in the second movie.
giving people cake.
Here, let's wrap up the actual stream. Thanks for listening and all
yeah.
that.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks
Now
for
we're gonna go
letting
have
me
a fun
join.
conversation.
Love you.
This is the
Love
fun part. You
ya.
don't get to hear this.
Good night, everyone.